sneaking in a forest near a bandit camp.
What we think is a bandit camp.
It's true. What you think is a bandit camp.
Hmm. That makes it more ominous.
Did you?
Matthias, that bandit camp could be anywhere. Are you sure we're on the right path, Mr. Survivalist?
Well, let's check. So I guess I check. Make sure we're on the right path.
You're on the right path. You're right next to a camp.
Are we?
I didn't just kill a guy.
That's what I remember happening at the end of the last one.
Yes, somebody died right at the end.
They did.
Yeah.
And there was no commotion, no nothing. You're all still sneaking in the forest. What do you do?
I run away. Bye.
Oh no.
Changed your mind about this whole thing?
So, what are we gonna do, guys? Are we gonna try to actually sneak in somewhere? Do we see any buildings ahead of us with this camp?
Nope. All you see are wooden walls.
So they are fortified?
The wooden walls are set decently well. They're not gonna. You can't just push them over, or at least it doesn't look like you can. But there doesn't seem to be any sort of towers or moats or arrow slits or things of that nature on them.
Kind of like a makeshift fort.
Yep. Makeshift fort that is meant to be somewhat long term, but not, oh my god, we're going to be attacked.
Well, oh my god, they're gonna be attacked.
So is there just the one entrance, or is there a couple
You
of
don't
entrances?
see any entrances on your side.
And no guards patrolling any parapets or anything like that?
Correct.
So just the guard that we saw is the one that was
He
taken
was
out.
in the
We haven't.
forest.
Yes. Well, first order of business, we found a wall without a door. That might actually prove to our benefit. They obviously aren't going to watch that wall too heavily, but we should probably see if there's any other guards in the forest that we can take out. Probably just along this wall. Maybe along other walls. They might have some far enough range of view to be able to see, but hopefully if we pick a wall that we want to try to clamber over, a wall that would hopefully not have guards would be our best bet. I don't know how sneaky we want to be about this, or how well you all can do with clambering, looking at the guy in the armor.
If it helps, I think Pass Without Trace is still up, so...
Yes, Pass Without Trace is still up.
Well, could try getting closer to the wall and see.
No. First things first. Not closer to the wall. Other guards in forest.
I like that plan.
Okay.
Alright.
So, guess
Perimeter
we're-
check.
Yes, perimeter check. Scouty person.
So is everybody moving for a perimeter check or just one person?
Scouty, stealthy person should. That's why I said scouty person. Can you tell I know these roles, guys?
I feel like that would be Tig.
Actually, I think Nala can too. She's pretty stealthy. Can split into two groups.
Also Tig is Isk, so refer to Tig as Isk.
Isk. I have I have heavy stuff.
Oh, heavy armor.
The other thing is that your pass without trace has a range, so we can stay
Yeah.
here and probably be pretty quiet. But if you move out of our range,
Yeah.
then it's only you, and we have to stay here as you scout.
Gotcha. I have chainmail. Does that give me disadvantage?
I think so.
Right.
Chainmail, yes. Yes, it does.
That's what gives me disadvantage.
You could literally click on it in D&D Beyond.
Even with disadvantage, you get a +10 if you're near Isk right now, so the absolute worst you can roll, unless you have a negative, would be an 11.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Well, yeah, I can try to do stealthy bits then.
It depends. Do we want to have 2 groups of 2, 1 group of 1 and 3? Isk might need help dealing with anyone if we come across them.
If you all are looking at the smart guy that is an inventor and not a combat specialist, then he is giving you a blank stare back.
Well, if we're wanting to do this sneakily, then
I guess it's anybody want to come? If not, Isk will check on their own.
if think if any of us came with you, it wouldn't be so sneaky.
Oh.
Could try.
Looks at
but-
Metal Panther thing. Metal Panther thing lifts up a creaky paw. No.
So I think at most 2 people. We shouldn't split up too much in case either party gets into issue.
Makes sense. Well, are we just looking to scout if there's anyone else around, or
That is my understanding.
Yeah, I believe that was just make sure there's no other guards trolling the forest.
okay. Well, I guess last call, if anyone is gonna come with Isk or not, otherwise I'll start doing whatever rolls are needed. Seems like no takers. Alright, Isk will go solo.
I guess I can join you.
Yeah.
I can try for the sneaky thing. We did it
there's
this far.
there's
There's no
tough-
chance of me failing now.
Unless you've got a negative thing on your stealth, you cannot get lower than an 11 right now.
Corey and Goldie will join the rest of the group, and Corey's going to cover up the body with as much as she can so that Goldie doesn't see it. But she will not go with you, so it would be Shin and Isk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead and make me stealth rolls. My dice.
I'm so stealthy. Oh, so stealthy.
Oh, there we are.
17.
Let me just roll these 20d20 real quick. Ooh.
Shin is like invisible. 29.
Hell. Oof. Okay. So you and I'm assuming you had Metal Panther to stay behind.
Yeah.
Okay. So you and Isk and Shin start sneaking off. You're gonna move in one direction. All right. Pick left or right. How about that? As you are facing the bandit camp, do you go left or do you go right?
Isk.
Let's go with left.
Okay. So you head
Go
around.
left.
You stay in the trees, kind of keep an eye on the bandit camp because you want to try and get around it and also see if there's other people out in the forest. So you're moving around. You feel pretty good. And you come around the camp again. There's still more wall. You don't see an entrance. So you're like, probably another guard around here somewhere. And then 30 feet between the two, or so you're next to each other, and 30 feet to your left, away from the camp, you hear, "Oi, who are you?"
Uh-oh.
In the woods?
In the woods.
I didn't roll good enough.
Looking over, do we see him?
Oh yeah, you see a
Clear
guy
line of sight to
in
him?
red armor.
Okay. Well, if there is a clear line of sight to him, then I pick
yeah.
up a stick and catapult it at him like an arrow with my spell catapult.
Okay, go for it.
Do. Eh. Okay, he needs a dexterity save.
Nope. He's like, "Oi, who are you?" And you're like, "Stick." You just right through the chest. And you're like,
He takes 20 bludgeoning damage.
he's dead.
God.
You pretty much killed him. Oh yeah, it is bludgeoning. All right, so the stick smacks him across the forehead, and he's like, "Clunk." I'm
Shit
going
is
to.
brutal. Jessica's like in the process of pulling their weapon out, and he's already down.
Yep, you think you got him really good.
I'm gonna go over there drawing my greatsword to finish the job. No chances.
Yep. Make me another stealth check, please.
I hope Isk is following.
He's close enough that you wouldn't have gotten out of his range.
He.
Sorry,
Spoldles.
Isk is close enough.
17.
That's true. Make another. All right. So you pull out your great sword. Are you gonna chop his head off? Kind of. Are you just gonna be, just make sure he's gracefully taken care of?
The mercy killing, if he's still alive, he just put him out of his misery, not like anything brutal.
You get over close enough to him, and you think he's dead, but you definitely make sure he's dead. And you're not brutal about it. You're just like efficient. All right, he's dead. And you don't hear anything from the camp, so seems good.
How visible is the camp from where I am right now, then?
Still visible, but still looks like it's a wall. Or sorry, it is visible, but all you see is wall. You don't see an entranceway still.
We're still in the like woods. We're not like
Yep, you're still in
out
the
in the
woods.
open.
Still in
Okay.
the wooded part of it.
I grab some brush and leaves, scatter it over a dead body. Not extremely thorough because I don't want to spend like a long time doing it.
Sure.
But enough where it like you could pass by it, and unless you're looking closely, you probably would just keep walking.
Yep. What are the rest of you doing? Are you just waiting for them to show up?
Yeah. Waiting,
Yes.
keeping an eye on the camp and around us.
Okay. V, roll me 46, please. Okay. Shin and Isk, what do you guys do?
I look over at Isk, and after covering up the body, I say, back when I was a younger elf, I had always played robbers and guardsmen, and so I figured this hiding thing might actually work. We should move on.
Iska's gonna try to stay within range of Shin, because Shin is able to take care of things. But they're not super familiar with these kind of settlements, so
So you're following the encampment wall, or are you just still looking for more guards?
I think we're doing.
I was initially following Isk for the whole looking off thing,
Okay.
walking off thing to get the patrol going.
Do we still have daylight at this point?
Yes, you still have daylight.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think we're just doing a big perimeter check, so we're just gonna stay in the woods and apparently that's where they all are, because it's the second one we found in the woods.
All right, make me another stealth check, both of you.
Oof.
Woo!
Oof.
Isk.
All
I'm
right.
glad there's not natural fails on ability checks unless the DM says so.
Like I said, you can't get lower than 11 right now,
Wow.
so it's a 12.
So you're walking along, and you keep going along the forest, and as you're going, the wall again bends at the turn, but there's still more forest ahead of you. And as the wall bends, it opens up. The forest opens up into more of a field. So you don't want to keep following the wall anymore, because then it's just going to go into open field. So you stick to the forest. Isk strays a little too close to the edge of the forest while trying to figure out where the wall is going. And as you do that, you both will see a guard on top of one of the walls looking out, and you think he's at an entrance. And he kind of like looks over in your direction, and for a moment, you think Isk he was looking directly at you. And it's like 1 second, you're like, and then he just keeps looking. And he has like this bored expression, like, why am I here? This is so stupid. And you think you just got lucky.
Well, straight back into the forest for one thing.
Okay.
So this opened up and it's like basically more towards what would potentially be the entrance now.
Yep. So you're
All right, back
still
the
in
other way
the
then.
forest edge. The encampment. I'll show you the map now, because it's going to get a lot harder and harder as we go. So, how do I force people to go over here? Figure. All players. There we go.
Would you look at this map? Snazzy.
So, Matthias and Isk are over here.
Matthias. Bye, Matthias.
Sorry. Shin and Isk are over there.
Whoop!
How do I get to the rest of you guys? There we go.
Duh, I can't run away anymore.
So you're over there. You had come from as the map shows, you've come from the north side. And so you wrapped around to the left of, as you were looking at the camp, the left of it. And so now you're down there, and you're looking across into where you think is the entry point at this point. And there's a guard on the right there. That's not the ping button at all.
It's just click and hold.
Right there. So there was a
They
guard right
changed
there.
it.
I remember you told us last time, and I just totally forgot. And he almost saw you but didn't. So you guys are still in the forest, and you can see the entrance there. So you don't see anybody else in the forest.
Back to the
So
group.
you both should give me a
Outta here.
perception check. So go ahead and give me some perception checks, both of you.
Okay, I'll do that. I will come back and give you a perception check.
Quick, come back.
I don't need this stupid thing. Jeez.
That's where the 20 went.
So you're looking all across the forest or the tree line where you're at in the trees, and you're like, I don't think there's anybody else on this side.
I'll relay that to Shen.
We should relay that back to the group. Now we have an entire wall's worth of privacy to ourselves, so we have an attacking point.
It is very open over here. No more cover.
Goes back to the trees.
All right, so both of you make me a stealth check one more time.
Hey!
Oh, you don't hear anything. You're pretty sure Shin like tripped on a branch as he was coming back.
Oh. Too late to look over my shoulder and see if the guy's still looking at us.
Oh, you've already passed the wall, so you wouldn't be able to see him anymore.
Well, at least if they come looking for us, it'll be like four against one, not 2 against 1.
Move you back over here.
Yeah.
So you and the group are.
Nope.
Oh.
Over here.
you are with the rest of the group now.
Hey guys, we have a wall that we can sneak in on.
Yeah.
Kinda.
It is guarded.
Well, we found the entrance, but we don't need to use the entrance.
Don't want that.
Well, lead the way. You did the scouting.
Lead the way, Isk. You got this.
Well, we know that nobody else in the forest can hear us, but four stealth rolls are going to be much more difficult to do. Oh, we're heading back to the doorway?
I would rather not head back to the doorway. I'd rather head towards a little corner where we saw a tree growing near the fence line. That would actually help us.
Okay.
If Silent says that tree is actually there. This one specifically.
No. That tree is
Okay.
not there. Everything around would actually be cleared out. So there would be a gap between the tree line and the camp itself.
Alright. Well, right here is also a part where there are no spiky bits. I'm not sure if those spiky bits are actually there either.
No, those spiky bits are not there. This
Okay.
is just the best map I could find. So yes, I will have to make some modifications as we go.
No worries.
Those are more bracements than anything else. They're not actually like, oh my god, don't charge the wall or you die.
So we are in the tree line. I will perception check out towards this wall to see if there is anyone potentially being curious enough to peek over it or through it or anything like that. Ah, damn it! I clicked too many things. I love how everyone else is following us.
Yep.
Alright. I will sneakily attempted sneakily. I don't care if you want to use my last roll or not for that. Move up to the fence and inspect what it's made of, how it's put together.
Okay, so
Obviously
before
wood.
you do that, Isk, are you following him?
If you don't, Isk, I fully understand. This is Shin actually lost in thought now.
Oh, coming with him?
Did you follow him to that northeast section? This is the GM making sure that if people are moving, that they need to make a stealth check.
Yeah.
Okay.
So another stealth check?
Yeah, you, Matthias, and Shin, and anybody else that wants to join them, Corey will actually move over with you, and Goldie as well.
I will too.
I have her here. Sit here and figure that shit out. Not good. Oh.
I don't
she's
know what's
fine.
going on with these stealth rolls.
Okay. Nala, I need your roll. Yes.
Dang, even with disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. All right. So you all move over to that section. You still hear murmuring from the bandit camp, but it's nothing different from usual. It's just general chit chat. Shin, you walk up to the wall, still looking at it, trying to figure out what to do with it. Doesn't seem to be anybody in particular that's at that spot that's trying to look through it or seems to be guarding it in any way, shape, or form that you've noticed.
So are these like just logs that are dug into the ground, or
Yep.
are they slatted together?
Yeah, so they are tightly packed as you see on the map itself. They're basically logs logs set up and meant to be a decent wall. But you could, if you got close enough, which you are now, probably jam like a dagger in there between them and like push them apart and peek through.
You know, that is a great idea.
Damn it!
Shin gets divine inspiration.
Well done.
Shin motions one of the group to come up. Oh wait, no, I have some daggers on me from removing them from the bandit.
Okay.
I take one of his daggers and shove it through the logs. And, I try doing this as quiet as possible because I'm fumbling around and I don't really know. Like, I'm not skilled at this shit.
Yep.
So
you have an idea of how you would do it, but you also realize if you do it incorrectly, you're going to make a fuck ton of noise.
I only have seen plays of this crap, you know, back in my childhood on all this crap. So I'm just kind of guessing this is the cool stuff. This is
what I'm going to
Elven Mission Impossible.
Yep, this is what I'm going to present to you.
Nice.
You can choose to do it as quietly as possible, or you can choose to make sure you can see through, but you might also make too much noise.
Oh no, quietly as possible.
So
I'm going for what I can try.
I need you to make me a strength check at disadvantage then.
Oh, we got this. We do this. This is great. You ready for this? Yeah.
So you're like, you put the dagger in nice and easy. You're like, all right, I just gotta use a little bit of leverage, not too much, just a little bit. All right, that's way too little leverage. That's not all right. Now the dagger just kind of stuck in there. I don't know what to do with this thing.
I look back to the group a little bit, and I go. I kind of wave them off like, "Don't worry, guys, I got this. I got this." And I'll try again with a bit more brute force.
Okay, so roll me strength normally. Your hand slips and just smacks the wood, and you're like, right.
I was like,
can I do a performance check to play that off?
Yes, you can.
This is gonna be even worse.
This is all part of the plan.
You try your best to play it off, but everybody can easily see through that you definitely didn't mean to do that.
My ears are my ear tips. You guys can see as red as the sun might be right now from it becoming like getting later in the day. My ears are redder than that.
I would like to go up there and assist.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, seeing
You
that,
can go
Matthias
right
would
on up
probably
there.
go up and help out as well.
All right. I will once again need you both to make me a stealth check.
I want to say thanks to them, but I also want to be quiet, so I will refrain.
20.
17.
Still chit chat from the camp. Doesn't seem to be anybody's noticing, so both of you are up there. And Nala, you're like, I can easily pull this thing apart. I don't know what he's struggling with. Like, puny half elf. I'm sorry, you're not half elf. Puny high elf.
Okay,
Like-
so this is what I'd like to do. I would like to do what he was doing, try to, pry it open, whatever, but I want to make it look like it's difficult.
Okay.
I
Make me a strength check
I assist to
at advantage.
and also assist in making it look like it's super difficult.
Oh god. All right.
Would that be like a perception or insight check to
Well,
tell
we'll
their
get to that
bullshit?
point 1 second. We'll get to that point. We'll see whether the strength check goes.
You have
Roll.
advantage on it too, but
Yeah,
I
roll
don't
me
think you
one
need to
more.
roll again.
I mean, not
She
that
already
you really
crit.
need to, because that's a nat 20, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
All right. Roll me a performance at disadvantage. And roll me insight, Miser.
All right, intelligence. Don't fail me now.
But
Oh,
that's
wait, insight
wisdom.
is wisdom. Fuck. I'm screwed. Just insight or insight at advantage, sorry.
Nope, just insight.
Just insight.
So Nala comes up with, and you're just like, really? But then you're like, all right, I'm gonna try and play it up a little bit. So you get up, you grasp it, and you're gonna like, all right, I'm just gonna struggle. Oh fuck, I forgot how strong I am. All right, but you manage to still play it off because Shin buys the fuck out of it.
Nice.
Nala, go ahead and roll me 46.
Shin is mouthing, how the fuck did she do that so quietly?
4d6.
Yes, just 46.
But I just put a 4 in front of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So /roll space 4d6. There we go.
Did I do it right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Not only does she do it quietly, but she leaves a nice perfect gap for you to look through at your height, Shin. And she just kind of like points a hand at like, seriously, that's all you had to do. Like, come on.
Shin is a bit befuddled by her, but also continues his spy job of peeping in the hole now to make sure things are okay.
So this is gonna be interesting. All right. So do this, and then remove that one. Nope. There. You should be able to see through it now.
Tiny
Yes.
sliver visibility.
Is it going up that way?
I mean, I could do this. Oh, that even makes one side worse. Never mind.
Seems like it's based on like the light direction that the virtual tabletop has.
How does that look? There you go. That's good enough. So you can see all of that. So you see a couple people that are at the fireplace. Let's see this one. And that one. Okay. Yep. The people at the fireplace are the ones that are just talking and chatting. They're sitting in chairs right now, and they're just kind of bullshitting between each other. The one that has the red shirt on it looks to have some type of insignia. It looks like the one that you captured, and this is something the GM is going to be adding in later, is that he had kind of like not a captain's armband, but a signifier that showed that he was the leader of the group. And same thing for the guy in the red shirt. He has the same thing on him, and the one next to him looks like just a regular old mook. Both of them are male.
I wave Isk to come up to us, and I retreat from the hole visibly. Like, the hole is there, but I just make myself not seen, but I don't need to move squares, I don't think, for that.
I'll bring a skipper.
Okay. Ori and Goldie will also join you. And I need Isk to make a stealth check, please.
I'm so sorry in advance.
Oh. Once again, you guys are fun.
I whisper to the group at large. So, some of us have some ranged capabilities with our magic. I want to know if you guys want to try to see more of the camp, or if you want to attack who we can attack and let them figure out the chaos.
I like the second plan.
The problem with that is, if we attack who we can attack right now, some will probably get away. If we want to try to contain them all, we need to be able to sneak further into the camp.
You do raise a good point.
Do we know if there's more around the camp that are outside?
This side has been cleared out. The other side I can't tell you for sure, and I don't know if they will bother patrolling. The ones that we've come across so far have just been lazy bastards. Right, Isk?
Well,
The second one saw us.
The second one saw a twig hit his face to death.
well, I'm just
Corey
thinking
covers Goldie's ears as you say that.
I'm just thinking if we're trying to keep any from going away, if we raise a commotion in the camp, then they might just run away.
Depends on what kind of bandits these are. If they have something they need to defend here because it's their product, then they'll stay to a point.
What would be the pros and cons of them getting away? I guess to pillage and whatnot further.
If they get away, then they continue doing the nasty shit they do.
I've changed my mind. Let's go with plan A.
I look at the wood that was so easily moved by the beastly Goliath of the party.
Uh-huh.
And because she moved us so easily, how deep into the ground do these posts seem?
They're pretty solidly in there. It feels like this encampment has been set for a decent long time. Like, it's not a short temporary makeshift. It would take a bit to really jiggle them out and move them.
Okay. How tall are the buildings? Are the buildings about as tall as the posts?
So there aren't really buildings, they're more tents actually, but the tents themselves are smaller than the fences, except for the main one. There is a main one that's right here that looks to be about as tall as the fence posts.
All right. And I can only see portions of it, so like I only know that it basically I can't see further to see if the tent continues on from that point.
Correct.
So I have an idea. And I look over at the Goliath. All of that insane strength that you just displayed, we might be able to use it to pull some posts out and sneak behind one of the larger buildings, or tents as it were, to potentially get in and get the drop on these people. Problem is, there's only one tent that's large enough to possibly cover our tracks trying this.
Okay.
You know, at some point at the end of this game, everyone's gonna read my character sheet and go, "Oh, what the fuck did we go with all of these plans for?"
You keep saying that, but it hasn't happened yet.
It really hasn't.
As long
If-
as he presents a good plan. It's a plan that sounds good.
All right, I am not hearing any against of this plan, so let's move behind where the big tent is and get started on this process. What time of day is it, Mr. DM?
You have probably 2 to 1.5 hours left of daylight time.
Well, then we have 2 to 1.5 hours left of our group being able to see clearly.
Hmm. That could be a problem.
Well, the other problem with this is this stuff would all be easier to do during the night, but y'all are blind. Not to take
we
from
should-
Matthias's accent lightly.
We should try to fix that at some point.
What's the entrance look like? Maybe there's nobody there.
Lazily guarded.
Maybe
There's
that.
only... Oh, go ahead.
Maybe that would just be the easier way to go. That way they got
There
no
was-
easy way to get out.
There was at least one guard. I'm unsure of how trained these people all are. I know I personally am pretty trained with the use of my sword and even some magics through my inventive sources.
We may be able to go in 2 groups. One to the entrance to draw attention and hold the exit. One to come up behind them.
Ooh, I like that plan. Then we don't even need to shift where we're actually coming in behind them. We already have an opening. We just need Nala to make the opening larger.
So create a diversion so that we can surprise attack them. With our surprise attack. I like it.
That could work.
What is the surprise attack?
Coming in through the wall.
Isk, I think you stay with us because you and I have longer range spells, I think.
Yes.
Corey will be protecting Goldie most likely, so she'll be giving support more than likely. Am I correct, Corey?
Well, I'm gonna make sure that nobody hurts her. But yes.
This makes my heart happy.
This would put Matthias on his own as the distraction.
How tough you feeling, Matthias?
As long as you don't take too long, I should be okay for a little bit.
Put that nice gleaming, shining paladin armor to good use. I just imagine Matthias pockets his hat into a bag, pulls out his helm, and just like plops the full helm on, so he's now got like the bucket talk going on. And then just plods off towards the front gate like, I guess this is my life now.
All right. So, Matthias, are you gonna walk on the wall, or are you gonna take a wide berth?
Gonna take a wide berth so that don't make it too obvious.
Okay. So you wrap yourself around. You will notice there is a dead body that's haphazardly covered by leaves as you go around, and you're like, oh, that must be the one that Chin was talking about.
Also keeping an eye
A
out.
twig slightly embedded in his forehead.
Slightly. Probably also keeping an eye out for other guards just to...
Sure. Roll me in perception. Okay. You don't see anybody.
Okay.
Are you gonna come out the side of the forest line very near the camp, or are you gonna go down even farther and then come back out of the side of the forest line?
I'd stay in the tree line and not come out until I see the actual entrance.
Okay, well, you will see the entrance about here. So you can, but the question is still going to be, are you going to come out from here, or are you going to go even farther down, even though this map itself can't go that far down?
I'd go further down so that I'm coming in towards
Okay,
the
roll.
entrance.
Roll me a stealth at disadvantage.
Oh.
This guy's not really paying attention. Ooh. As you're walking down the trees, you hear, "Oi! Who are you?"
Do we hear that over here?
Yes. Not you don't you hear a little muffled of that, but you definitely see all the guys near the fireplace like perk up. They're like, "What? What's going on?"
Hearing that, I'm sure you'll continue with his bit of it, but I will also tell Nala, all right, it's go time for you.
Are we all moving around to behind the tent? Are we opening up right here?
Nope, open up right here for me.
Alright.
I look to make sure that Matthias is in place.
Roll me perception because you're not really sure if you can see that far. Actually, roll me perception at disadvantage because of where he is. You will see him off in the distance at the tree line. I imagine, Matthias, you would have paused and looked at the guy, or are you still just walking?
If he called out, I'd say I'd probably just give up at that point and walk out.
All right. Yeah. So you see him walk out of the tree line. Easy.
Okay, with that, then I'm gonna flex my muscles for Shin and try to move this.
Okay. Give me a strength at advantage. Okay. So you are able to pull it out of the ground. The question is, are you doing it slow, fast, stealthily, non-stealthily? How are you going to try and do it?
Is carefully an option?
Carefully would be slowly.
Slowly then.
Okay. So with what you did with the dagger earlier, you had basically broken it free of its ground. So you were able to kind of wiggle both of your fingers in on it and just like kind of work its way out of the ground. And you're like, all right, I got this, no problem. And Shin, you're like, all right, that's good, but based on where she is, somebody might see that eventually, but maybe not. So we'll see, because they are also
Was it enough for us to also get through it?
not yet. Because she's doing it slowly. But nobody seems to notice either. So all of that, Matthias is walking out.
Yeah.
It's a little hard for you to see right now into the camp because she's in the way pulling this thing up. So Matthias, you now get to respond as you walk out.
Howdy, stranger. I seem to have gotten lost.
Well, you ain't come to the right place. You turn your ass back around and go around the other way.
It's getting kind of late. Do you have would you mind if I stay here for the night?
What do you think we are? A fucking hotel? No, get the fuck out of here.
And a
So
forest like this looks closest to hotel that I'll see out this way.
I imagine you would have moved out this way.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see a guy on here. I don't have it set up very well, but there's a guy right there, and then there's the teamster that they saw earlier that's moving up. He's like, "What's going on over here? Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah. Just traveling around and apparently got lost and trying to find some place to sleep for the night.
All right, so we're gonna pause there. Nala, you have the thing out of the ground. What do you want to do with it?
Kind of lean it up against the fence. If I think it's if the fence if
It's
I think
way
that's
taller than the fence.
sturdy enough.
It was like 3 feet into the ground, I would say 340 feet in the ground. So it's much taller than the other ones. So if you lean it up against the fence, it's going to stick out like a sore thumb.
Okay. Can I feasibly lay down on the ground?
Yes.
Corey, help her. Corey, help her.
Well, my back's not the way it used to be, but I guess I can help. And she's like, easy, done. Let's see. Shin and Isk, you should be able to get through. Corey cannot squeeze through that space. It's way too thin. Goldie looks like she wants to, but Corey gives her the stink eye.
Okay.
Nala, you probably can't either because you're just too bulky for it. You'd have to take another one out, at least.
Good part about already having one out is that the other one will just kind of slide itself right out too.
Yes. So,
I do that.
all right. So
before she does that, sneak in and wave Isk in as well.
Give me a acrobatics check, and same to you, Isk.
Okay.
I don't mind falling over.
Well, you do. You're really have to wiggle your ass through this damn gap, and then at the end, because you're trying it too hard, and Isk is on top of you. So you fall over on the ground. Isk gets through and falls on top of you, but you're both inside.
Assuming we are still doing all this while they are distracted.
They
at the
are
front
still
gate.
distracted. In fact, most of
Well,
these people
essentially.
have now kind of started collecting over here. Like, what the fuck's going on over here? Who's this fucking guy?
I will gently and silently
Guy would
stand
come
up
out.
with Isk getting off of me and hopefully standing up as well.
Yeah.
This guy would have come out. This guy would have come out.
I don't like that. This
All
guy
right.
would have come
So
out.
back to
This
Matthias.
guy.
There,
guy
the one
this
guy on the wall has a bow in his hand, and he hasn't drawn it at you yet, but he's like, "Look, guy, if you don't turn and leave, we're gonna just shoot you. I don't think you really want that. We kind of want that because we want your shit, but we'll be nice this time." And the lead guy kind of looks up at the one on the wall, is like, "Who the fuck said you could say whatever?" All right, I'll beat your ass later.
Well, I'm willing to pay for
It's not
a night there.
All right, you know what? He's got money. Just fucking jump him. So, initiative.
out of game.
Yep, that's everybody.
Okay. Everyone initiative.
Create encounter. Yard. All right, now I have to figure out how do I do this again? How do I get everybody in there?
You gotta select their tokens, and there's a little icon on the token, and that'll.
There we go.
And you can actually just highlight all of them and click on it, and it'll put all of them on it.
All right. This guy. Move. Yep. Okay. How does everybody else get on there?
Jeebus!
Oh boy.
You should have the same icon on our tokens.
Well, I guess the good news is a few people being still on the outside of the fence means they can help Matthias out on that side.
My low roll for initiative continues.
Nala and Tig, you guys can
Oh.
roll.
Already rolled.
Sorry,
11.
you went to 11, yes?
Yeah.
So we'll just do that, and then we'll modify that to 11.
Is it just normal roll?
I don't know where you have to go for the initiative rolls. If you should be showing up in the encounter tab, and then a d20 there. I think you can click it.
No, I mean, is it just a normal roll?
Yeah, just one d20. No advantage, no disadvantage.
Unless you have something that gives that to you.
Okay,
Oh, I did.
Weiser, you're first.
You know, even having all of the content, they still took away like my best spell.
Probably because it was too powerful.
Maybe. Let's not talk about it. It's
All
a
right.
touchy subject.
I mean, you brought it up.
Yeah, I did. As a bonus action, I will actually issue the command to MPT
Oh, fuck, I
to
don't
wait
have
until
MPT on here.
MPT can also squeeze through, because I know MPT cannot squeeze through that hole offhand.
MPT was right there. What command are you telling him?
Basically, just to wait and follow behind Nala when Nala
Okay.
gets through.
He's on your initiative, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And what do you do for the rest of your turn?
I, as a part of my move, draw my weapon and am moving. Am I still a part of the Pass Without Trace sneakiness, or no?
Yep, you're close enough. She still got it up. You were inside here.
Are we still moving under that stealth?
I mean, I don't see why
Yes,
not.
should still be up. I
But
haven't
keep in
switched
mind,
any
if you're
other
gonna move your full, if you're moving full, you're getting stealth at half. If you're moving half, you get stealth at advantage or stealth at regular. Sorry, if I remember correctly.
I will be moving
It's a 30-foot double, so.
to there.
Okay.
What does that guy look like?
Which one is that guy? That's the wrong guy. That's weird. Hold on 1 second. Huh, I must have forgotten. Yep. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. That's just another captain that came out.
All right. I will hold action with Frostbite, and basically the trigger will be when it gets to, or does it highlight who they are? I don't think I can actually see that. Oh, I can't see it. Okay. The trigger will be basically when I see that guy moving towards Matthias.
Okay. I need you to make me a stealth at disadvantage because you were on the ground. So I will give you that, but you did move way more than half.
Wait, hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20. Right? Yeah, I was here. 5, 10, 15. So I'd have to move there then.
Well, also keep in mind you had to get up from the ground, and you're moving, and you're holding an action.
Okay, so the get up from the ground is within the same action as this initiative roll?
Yes.
That changes things. Oh man, I also sat on my foot for too long and it is now numb. Okay. You know what? Where's this ruler at? Meow. Okay, so not that spell. Knowing a bit more details about that, because I thought this was an entirety of a new action for me, not still recovering from the trip, but that is okay. So I only have 15 feet of movement left, is what we're going with for that action, because I couldn't even do that full movement last turn had I wanted to and still hold an action.
Correct. I was gonna let you take the whole thing because I forgot you were on the ground, and just to have you a stealth at disadvantage. But now that we've rewound everything, you can get up and move. You can get up and move 15 feet. I'll give you that, and you will have a normal stealth.
So I'm there. Does that put me in range of what I wanted? No. Well, in order to actually take a stealth action, I would be using my action for that anyway. So never mind. I'll just move the 15 and use my action for stealth.
Okay. Give me a stealth roll.
Don't fuck me. Did you fuck me? You fucked me.
16?
So you're done. Teamster's next. Oh,
It's better than
that's
6.
what I meant. All right. So he didn't have his bow on him because he wasn't really expecting this, and he was like, "Fucking guy." And you were just out of range. So now he's just like, he turns to the others like, "Oi, the rest of you, go jump this fucker." I'm like, all right.
Go jump this fucker. Because I'm hoping it'll take a bit to get back to my turn, I'm gonna go make my chai.
Yep. Oof. He was like, all right, I'm gonna wait a minute. And he notices Shin. And he will.
Really? As I'm walking away?
I mean, there's not really anything you can do, right? And he does have his bow on him. So he'll take his. No, he'll just use his weapon. He'll pull his weapon out. He's like, fucking, what do you think you're doing? Fucking sneaking in on us like this. And he'll move closer here. And also, give me a stealth roll, please.
Oh boy.
At disadvantage because you've slipped through. And you haven't been able to collect yourself yet. Alright.
19.
He does not see you. Shin is in the way. So he's just like, he sees Shin, starts approaching Shin, but doesn't really say much or make much noise. And it's just like, I'll fucking gut you too. How about that? And on that, this guy is like, what the fuck? What's going on? And that. He's not doing anything. He will do nothing. These guys. Not the button I wanted. Go. Go. There we go.
Shin is realizing how bad he fails at his childhood games.
Yeah.
Seeing a lot of distance measurements.
And that's that. They don't do anything. Tig.
Okay. Oh, it looks like the element of surprise is gone. So let's split up their attention between Thias and Shen. So from where Isk is, I can't super see where all these guys are. I can see like one guy. But I have to roll stealth if I like move from where I am, right?
Yes.
Okay. This point I guess I don't really need to be stealthy. I'm gonna try to move closer to Shin again. But maybe, yeah. Let's do this. Doesn't really give me much better visibility, but that's fine. And let me roll stealth before I do anything. Is that disadvantage stealth again?
So keep in mind, if you are going to stealth, that takes your action. Otherwise, you can just do something else.
Okay, then I guess I just won't be stealthy with it. I think they're gonna see me anyway.
Most likely, yes.
So I will cast Ice Storm.
Oof. Well, that's gonna wake up everybody.
They're not all out, are they?
No. Well, you don't know. You don't really know. You can only tell that there's a couple guys right here in front of you.
That would be less than the 20 that were described.
It's true.
Maybe we'll save that for when they all come out. Okay. Sorry, let me flip through my spells. What can I do that's slightly less loud? Not Thunderwave. Oh, these are all, might be Conjure Animals time.
Alright.
It's always a good fallback. Let's see. Shin, what do humans hate more? Centipedes or where's my list? Sorry, centipedes or spiders?
A good rule of thumb is the more legs, the scarier.
Centipedes. I know I normally said I wouldn't make 8, but since they have such low HP, let's do 8 giant centipedes.
Yikes. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is more for chaos, so
5.
they're not gonna last long.
Are they large?
They are giant centipedes, but they are, where's the sizing? Small beast.
Oh, they're small. Okay. Good.
I think it's big for a centipede, but not big for other.
Okay. So Can I edit all of you at the same time? Shit, I forgot how to make it so somebody else can use these characters.
Edit token, and it should be owner.
I don't see an owner option. Maybe I can't highlight them all to do that. Token. What was owner under?
Because when you go into the to edit the token, that should it's been so long.
Represented actor. That's what it is, I think.
That could be that they change it too.
If I do that, all right, let's try to move the beast tokens around.
Sure thing. Do not own any token with vision in the scene.
What?
It moves it around, but now I can't see anything else.
Okay, so it's moving the token around. You'd probably have to add a vision to the tokens.
Yep. One sec. Oop. Vision. How's vision?
Oh, now I can see.
There we go.
And it'll see based off of each of those individual
go ahead and
tokens.
place those where you want.
Okay, it looks like I grabbed a different one that's giving me the same thing, so it might need to be applied to each of them. Worst case, if you want to move them, oh, now I can see that one. So it must just have to be applied to each.
That's annoying. Oh, that one got it though. Oh. So if I do this, do that, update. Yeah, I have to do them one at a time. Yay! All right, that's fine.
Sorry.
And the
Now
future,
I'm
you
messing
might be
around
able
with the
to.
vision thing, and the vision thing is kind of weird, right?
You might be able to make one as set all the settings up and then copy it a bunch the extra times to copy the
I
settings.
might try and do that next time.
I try to not summon 8 of anything. This just seems like a situation where we might need them.
Okay, there you go. You should be set for all of them.
Okay. Yep, they all seem to be working.
All right, and add them to the initiative order.
They can all just go on like one turn and move at the same time.
There we go. All right, so go ahead and place them.
Alright. So we'll send some this way. It's pretty much just gonna be like
A perimeter.
chaos. Let me know if any of them are going like too far from.
I think you have 30 feet to put them, so you should be fine.
Alright.
If I remember
cool.
correctly.
I'm gonna run out of space to put them. Sorry, Shen.
Woman beast.
Pretty much just sending them in 2 different directions right now.
You have 60 feet, so yeah, you got plenty of time. So also keep in mind that drops what's it called? Pass without trace, because this is also Kun's turn.
Yep.
But you're all not really sneaking anyways, so
Exactly. There's no real pass without trace.
pretty good on that front.
Alright. Oh, it's giving me some can't move through walls thing. That one over there. Can go. There we go. There. Good for now.
Oh no, conjure beast. No.
Start swarming them in. But send a couple back so that they can come around the other side.
They get their own. As a group, which has its own turns. Yep. All right. Cool. Great. seems really odd that you do that, but then it has its own initiative roll, so you could end up either getting them right away or getting them the next turn, but that's fine. I mean, you will get them before you go again, so it just ends up being a question of when. So you cast that. Oh, all right, great. She doesn't do anything. Corey is waiting on Nala and will bless Nala and MPT because they're the only two people that she can get with bless.
It's a good idea.
Bless is touched, right? Or is it ranged?
It's range.
Bless his range.
Oh, is it ranged? Then she will get
Yeah.
MPT, Nala, and Shin because I will say that she can see through that to get you at least.
I mean, I can see her shield.
Yeah, so Shin, Nala, and MPT all have bless. No, Nala, Tig, Nala, Isk, and Shin have bless. Sorry.
And that gives me a +4
1d4.
on.
You can roll a 1d4 on any attack roll or saving throw.
Okay.
That's her turn. Goldie doesn't do anything. He turns around at the sound of creatures showing up and is like, what in God's name? We are under attack. He also doesn't have... No, he will have his ranged weapon, but is he close enough? That is he is not. So he will pull a bow out and take a shot. That actually will probably miss. If I remember correctly.
Centipede armor class is
Yep.
13.
That will miss, just barely. And we'll move closer. Shoot, drop the bow, move closer, pull out his, we'll say greatsword. No, he has a sword and shield. Put him there. Nala, your turn. So keep in mind that you can't squeeze through this gap. You can take an action to remove the other barricade, or you can just try and bust your way through that section of the wall.
I thought I had already moved it.
You've moved one of them, right? But the gap that you've created was only small
Right, but
enough
I thought I was already moving the second one.
not
Shin-
Shin had
Okay.
moved. Yes, okay, you're right. So Shin had, well, the problem is Shin was squeezing through the space, so you couldn't really do anything while he was doing that. That's the problem. Because you weren't able to do it to manipulate any of them while he's working on it, because he's bracing his body, squeezing through the space to make it almost hard for you to get to do what you want to do.
Yeah, I was making your life difficult, so do it now.
Basically.
No big. So everyone is privy to where we're at?
Yes.
Or do they not know that I'm there yet?
They don't know that you guys are behind the wall, or you don't think they know that you guys are behind the wall. There has been a lot shouts of intruder. There has been a lot of commotion in front of you, as you can see Shin and Isk both there with a lot of creatures around them. So your options are, you can take a action and just rip out another stake without any care, or at least try to, or you can take a move action and try and kind of blast your way through part of the wall.
Do I think I would be able, having now moved one, I think I would be able to force myself through?
No, so the problem, so back to the start of this whole thing is you removed the one that you broke with the dagger.
Right,
Because
I'm with
you had shifted them off. When you removed that, it created a small enough gap that Shin and Isk could move through, but you and Corey could not, because you both of you.
Correct.
So
I'm
you
with
have you have to remove another one
Right.
for the two of you to get through, or you can just try and bust your way through part of the wall.
Right.
Which may
So
or may
back
not.
to the question.
Okay.
Do I think the integrity of the wall is such that I could burst through it now that I have moved a piece of it?
Not really, because there wasn't any adhesive binding all of them. So, but it's not very well built. Yes. So they are actually leaning a little bit because the way it was set up was they were all kind of packed together and there wasn't really much adhesive keeping them together. So now that you
Okay.
remove one of them, it has definitely loosened part of this wall.
I'm gonna try to bust through.
Okay. Give me a strength check. Or, I'm sorry, give me an athletics check.
Any kind of advantage or anything?
Corey's been waiting for you, and if you try and get her attention, she will help you.
Okay. I do that.
So, yes, you get an advantage with Corey.
And you said athletics?
Athletics, yep. Okay. You and Corey both have at that wall and just break it down. Easy. And you're both on the other side of it. No problem.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the nearest guy, which I think is that guy.
That's you. That's Shin and Isk.
That's
If you
Hi,
want to.
I am an enemy. Rah.
You and Corey just bust down the wall, which makes a lot of noise. So, but at this point, everybody's kind of where you're here. That's why you didn't really care.
Right.
The problem is, as you get in there, you realize it did do a pretty smart thing, which is kind of jam up everybody in front of you, but at the same time, you have nowhere you can really go because you have a bunch of centipedes in front of you that you could maybe maneuver around, but it's going to be difficult to do with what you just did right now. So you can position yourself in a spot where next turn you can probably close the gap and get somebody.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do I have like a full run?
Like
60
with
feet?
that roll, yes, you can do a double move. That wall did not even bother you.
Wall? What wall?
Basically. In fact, you know what? Because you can see this guy here, you can tackle him. You can take a swing at him. It's going to be a reckless one, though. So you're going to lose a little bit of your AC to do it because you're just kind of barreling through everything just to get at him.
Okay, 60 feet puts me just on the other side of him, pending there's nothing on the other side of him because I can't.
Something on something on the other side of him. So you will be able to go, because these are small creatures, you can occupy their space. So you can basically be on top of this creature.
Okay.
And you will get to have an attack against him, but you are also unbalanced. So you're going to lose some of your AC because of that.
Like permanently? Or
No,
just for this
only
round?
Only for this round.
Okay, I'm doing it.
All right, go for it.
I am gonna hit him with my great sword.
Uh-huh. Roll the attack.
I need to take advantage off.
Excuse me. Oh, he was the one that wasn't even prepped. Oh, you've got him. Roll your attack to see what happens.
Eh? 23 to hit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then I guess plus the D4,
Yep.
which I haven't rolled yet.
You hit him easy because you're coming in, barreling past the wall. This guy had just stumbled out of the tent trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. So he wasn't even aware of what's going on. Is the one next to him. So you come in hot and heavy, and your great sword is just about ready to cleave him in two. And you get him really good, but you don't take him down. But he is screaming in pain.
You
I'm like,
nearly cleft him in
what the
twain."
fuck?
Sweet.
And that is your turn.
Okay.
Matthias, you have a bunch of mooks that are charging at you.
All right. I'm the distraction, so gonna move up here. Bonus action, gonna cast Thunderous Smite,
All right.
and I'm gonna attack that guy.
Did you roll to it? His thunder
That's Thunderous Smite is a bonus action that I can cast.
right, but you still got to roll the attack.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Your
23.
stat is so complex. So ignoring those two-handed, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be one-handed because he's gonna be holding his shield because
Okay.
need that extra
So
AC.
you clip him with the long sword. He had a. Did he? Yeah, he had a shield on him. He was coming in ready to attack you, and you're like, please. You clip him with the long sword, and the thunderous smite comes in through the channeling through the sword, hits him square in the chest. See if he actually saves. He does not. He just goes flying backwards on the ground. Done.
That made a lot of noise too.
Oh god, yeah. But it doesn't matter at this point because you're pretty sure the battle is joined because you heard the crash of the wall earlier.
Oh yeah, I it's just I was trying to get attention, so
It does.
move over and hit the next guy.
Go for it.
If we're making noise in two different places, they'll have a hard time deciding which is the bigger problem.
Yep.
That one misses.
Yep. You tagged the first guy really well, but the second guy was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And you just kind of whiff him. He's like, oh boy, all right. Oh boy. Yes. Oh wow. He's super angry at you. He's like, you motherfucker, you're going down. Do. That's Matthias. Miser. Shin.
Why didn't I call Shin on that? I don't know. Is that a character sheet thing that I haven't changed in here?
I think
Probably.
I have Shin's on my character sheet there. Huh, well. So 25 feet is there, and then 30 feet would be there. And seeing that some person was nearly cleft in twain, I will proceed to try to cleave the other person in two.
You got in there. You got in there. Yep. Go for it. You just barely clip him. And you also immediately kill him.
Did it roll the damage? It did roll the damage. Okay.
He was ready. He was ready. But apparently he wasn't ready for the high elf to come sliding around. Because all of these centipedes just came up out of nowhere. And he's like, what the fuck is this shit? Who the fuck are you? I'm dead.
I don't have the 5 feet to move back, so I'm going to attack the other guy that's next to me.
Okay. he's done.
And then, as a bonus action, I am going to tell MPT to dash to catch up,
Sure.
which I think MPT technically was what, like right here, I guess. So MPT has 40 feet of movement, so he will.
Well, move him 40 first, right? And then you can move the other. So right there.
Right there, actually. Wait.
All right, fine.
Sure. Because that one. No, I guess that works. All right. Yeah. Pew. I do not have vision with this token. I clicked them and I have lost everything. Well, at least tabs, which is my perspective.
In update. So if I delete this and then bring him back out, right? Did that? No.
Matthias, I can't actually see you. Are you like right there?
All right, you should be able to move him.
I can see with him at least.
Yeah, Matthias is still out of your view.
MPT is going to move to basically back me up then.
Okay.
Because I can't see Matthias to help him at the moment.
Yep. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that was my movement. That was MPT's movement. Actions, bonus action. Yeah.
So Key, the guy at the gate, was just kind of chilling there, watching the guys go at you, Matthias, and then he heard all the commotion behind him. He turns behind him, and he was like, "Intrude! Oh, oh boy! Oh, yeah! Oh fuck, boss!" And he then looks back at Matthias and is like, what the fuck? Who are you? He looks pretty shaken. But he still managed to hold his calm. And now is like, and we'll go back to this. That's not the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted.
Meow.
And that's his
I just
turn.
love the scoots.
Oh no, there was another one. Sorry. This one comes out. Not the button I wanted. Ready for action. He has sword and shield. Like what? Who? What? Where? What? What? And jumps NPT. What is NPT's AC?
I will tell you in a second.
All right.
Looks like 15.
Okay, he tags him. I don't think they have. And NPT takes 6 points of damage.
Okay.
As he comes out with a long sword and shield and is like, you! Ping!
Done.
Great. Now it's the centipede's turns.
Ooh, perfect. Alright, let's just keep throwing them farther into the... I'm just gonna be moving them all.
All right. If he moves like that, he will take 2 attacks of opportunity.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Let's go for it.
Okay.
Like, there's no avoiding running into people here, so
So
I'm
they
just
will
gonna be
make
spreading them out like crazy.
and both will hit it.
I'm gonna try to keep
And
track of which I...
it is toast because it doesn't have a lot of hit points. So it tries to move through them. They
Yep.
both attack it and just annihilate it. Like,
No worries.
they're not that bad. Woo!
Something
Ooh,
you
alright.
might already know then. 5th edition, you only get 1 reaction, so both of their attacks of opportunity are now used up until
Okay.
top of the next round.
I think 3.5 still had that anyways.
I do know you could easily get rid of that with a feat though. So
Sure.
in most Ghost melee took that feat.
Is this close enough for attack of opportunity?
No. No attack of opportunity there.
I'll move that one down.
Okay.
Have them not make the same mistake as before.
Okay.
Gonna lose track of which ones I moved, but I'll come up here and send some behind the big tent.
Yep.
Sorry, it like makes my visibility switch so I can't see the other ones when I'm on certain ones.
So you have 2 left that are next to Nala. Those are the last 2 you got.
Okay, these ones back here.
That one and that one.
Okay, let's see. Oh, now the visibility's on. Just gonna send them down this way. I'm gonna send some more up here because I feel like maybe they can pop out the other side in a little
Great.
bit.
Okay. You good with that?
Yeah.
All right. So now it's the Mook's turn, and I will start from the top here. So this one gets to the. These are all 10s, by the way, and this one gets the edge of 10. It's like, what the fuck is this thing? And he'll take a swing, and he will miss, and he's like, get away from me! That one will hit.
Told you, Isk. More legs, better. More
That one
legs,
is toast,
better.
unfortunately.
Okay, whatever distracts them. That's the.
This one
Dude,
comes out not paying attention, and will have an attack of opportunity on him.
Mhm.
So go ahead and roll for the giant centipede. It is +4 to hit.
Okay. We'll just do 1d20 plus 4.
Yep, 1d20 +4. And you got him. Roll
All right.
1d4 +2.
Sure thing.
Oh, he makes a save on that.
Yeah, there's some poison too.
Oof. He is not happy at all. He's like, oh, God, what the fuck is this?
They have no HP, but if they hit really hard. Do I do the Constitution saving throw?
Yeah, he made his Constitution saving throw. And he's like, I fucking hate centipedes. Fuck this thing. I'm going to get it. So he made that. He will make his attack and hit and kill it, unfortunately. Because I don't think you can roll. Yep, he's dead. Hates it. God.
So many legs.
That's all of them in here, right? Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So the one next to you, Matthias, will attack you. 17, I believe.
That misses.
Proficiency. So, no, 18. It'd be 18. Sorry.
That's my AC.
All right. So he gets you. He tags you. 6 points of damage.
Okay.
The rest of them will come in. Can he get close enough? I don't think he can. Nope. Well, he can't get close enough to attack, but he'll still come in and surround you. So you'll get 2 more attacks on you. And 1 will hit. So that is 3 points of damage.
Okay.
As you are surrounded by a bunch of guys with long swords swinging away at you. And that's them.
I'm a distraction.
Yep. This person comes out and is like, what the fuck is going? Oh. All right. Interesting. Well, he can't see anything over there, so he will just take a pot shot at Shin.
Hi.
Make sure I'm doing my math right. That. 3. He misses by a long shot. Just arrow just goes sailing by you.
Oh, they have their ranged weapons out now. They're kind of ready for this.
Oh fuck! The guy, I took him off the. Whoops. All right. So I'm gonna put him back on there. And he comes out. Was she not on there either? No, she's there. She didn't do anything. Okay. So he comes out and he's like, "What the fuck's going on here? Can't you guys keep this shit under control? Whoa! All right. What are you?
Hey, hi, how are you? Hey, what's up?
Okay. And then he looks past all of you, and he's like, ah. And he pulls something out of his pocket. And Shin, you feel a familiar taste at the back of your throat.
Oh, motherfucker.
And he just starts chanting, "Kwa sha sha thwa si shu fa."
Hey, what's your name, guy?
Totally
I
ignored.
like the abbreviation. Also, if I don't know what specifically it would
Oof.
need there, but
Okay.
my dexterity is +2 if that helps towards any of that tracking on the initiative.
It does. Theoretically, he's not there. He should be, if I remember correctly. Think I had. Well, actually, I have it right in here, right?
In the roll logs.
Yep, 14, 15. That's where he was at. So he was there. Okay. So he does that. He pulls a small gem. It's slightly bigger than his hand out. It's crystal clear right now, and he starts chanting. And you're like, but you don't feel anything. And you're like, okay, maybe it wasn't me.
I do shout out loud to everyone. Guys, we're about to have metal dragon problems. Color dragon problems? Color dragon problems.
Racist.
Can't say that in front of Corey.
So, so that happens. I skipped you, Tig, because I was trying to figure out where he was at. So it is Tig's turn.
Don't even
now.
worry about it. Is he? He's the guy who's like to the right of the fire, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
He
Cool.
looks much better equipped, much better outfitted. He is male human. He definitely looks like the leader of this group. 100%. For
And
everybody who can see him.
He still appears to be casting something.
Yes, he's still in the middle of chanting something.
Question.
Yes.
Does he look familiar?
Nope. He does not look familiar.
Okay.
The one, give me a perception at disadvantage.
Me?
Yes. Now that you've asked me that question. Yep. This one right here. That was the one you dealt with in town.
Okay.
He doesn't seem to have recognized that.
Okay. I could do. Now that literally everybody knows that we're here, I could do Ice Storm, but it does turn the whole place into difficult terrain where it hits.
Mm-hmm. Go for it. Let's make this a little spicy, why don't we?
Yeah, anyone opposed to difficult terrain?
I think you mean let's make this a little chilly.
I do.
Alright, I guess let's do it, and I'll just add my d4 to that because this is instantaneous, so it won't mess with my centipedes.
Honestly, Tig, you're saying this, but none of us in character really know what's going on. If you cast it, we're just gonna be like, oh, cool, Iska's doing something awesome. Ow, ow, it's cold. Ah.
Yeah, pick your spot where you're placing it. So it's a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder.
Okay. Yeah, so 20 feet. Seems like he would be maybe the only one in it. It wouldn't hit Shin and MPT, would it?
So you're dropping it on him specifically?
I think so. I don't want the radius to hit MPT and Shin.
So 20 feet is like that.
Perfect.
No, that's not 20 feet because 20 feet is radius. Wait, no, that's right? Because this is.
It's a 20
Oh, that's
feet
right. I
radius.
got it right. 20
You had
feet.
it right.
Sorry. So that's 20 feet.
You
That
can
or I
actually assign that to her to move to, I'm pretty sure.
Can I?
Either that or she can just move it already.
I do this.
It is really only hitting this guy though, so
No, I can't. It doesn't look like it gives me an option to change where it goes.
don't worry about
The
it.
other part is I think she can already move it herself.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, because I don't know if we're gonna have any of these other people end up there. We might as well go for this guy. Yeah, let's just do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Iska's hearing that there's gonna be another dragon problem and just acts.
So you drop that on him. The guy next to him. What's your save throw?
My saving throw?
Ooh, yes.
For what,
For ice storm.
saving throw? It is dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I need to know what that number is.
My dex is 12.
No, so your spell has a saving throw DC based on multitude of factors.
Oh, does it?
Yes. It's like
attack
plus
save. Oh, dex 15.
Dex 15. Great. He not even prepared, no idea what's happening, and just gets walloped by this thing. The guy that's chanting looks like there's a slight sheen that covers his body, and he doesn't look affected at all. Roll me damage. So 2d8 and then 46.
Yep. And it is half as much on a successful save.
Yep.
Okay. So 2d8 46.
Toasted. Completely just done. The storm shreds him alive. He's just like, ah!
Is it bad that I'm just thinking of Mr. Freeze puns right now?
Matthias might be able to see it from where he is.
Matthias can see what happened, but he can't see the guy die. Just not quite within his range.
Cool
That's
party.
that. Anything else?
I think. Let's see. Is it okay to move after casting, or?
Yep.
So I'll just
Sure
move.
can.
Maybe. Sorry, I'm looking for like ability point here because my visibility keeps changing depending where I go. There seems good.
Okay. So you sneak on up there. This person comes on out. Nobody can really see because the ice storm's kind of really messing up with the visibility. And she's just like, what's going on? Ah, God, what the fuck? Oof. Oof. All right. Yeah, she dies. Or at least falls down.
This Corey is keeping Goldie really far from this.
Yep. Goldie will move here. And this guy is like, what the fuck? Who the fuck are you guys? And we'll...
Who said that?
The guy that's on the other side of the ice storm that you can't quite see very well anymore. Still doing pretty good though. He's like, what am I supposed to fucking do now? 30 feet. 30 feet. And he can see you. So he'll take a pot shot at you, Matthias. And, ooh, crit you. Oof.
Ow.
Ooh, max damage. Okay. And so short bows give 1d6 plus 1 if I remember correctly. Or 1d6 plus your dex is what I mean. 1d6. Is that correct? You get your dex added to your ranged?
Yes.
Okay. So you take 14 points of damage as that arrow just catches you right in the collarbone.
Ow.
This guy would have moved. I forgot he was over here. Actually, you know what? He just fucking runs. That's what's going to happen. He's gone. See ya. I don't want a piece of this. I'm out. So we'll just put him over. He's done. Nala, your turn.
The skulls mean they're dead.
Yes.
And if I wanted to, is there flanking bonuses in this?
No, there's no flanking in this game.
So you can't give advantage or anything.
You can give advantage, but you aid them. So basically, you would say, I'm helping this person attack this person, but that takes your action.
Aiding
But
yeah.
that's not what I mean. I mean, standing in a particular spot won't give any benefit.
Correct.
No.
That I am not letting that rule in this game. At least not now.
Okay.
I like it. Actually having normal rolls for once. It gets annoying when an entire game is dominated by the whole party just flanking the entire time.
Yep. Oh, we forgot the centipede that was under Nala.
It had a hard time moving.
It's true.
Okay, I'm gonna attack this red guy.
All right, go for it. And he has a look of, oh no, not you.
As I go to hit him with my greatsword, I'm gonna be like, "You should have been a better person."
Brutal.
I did give him the option.
Roll your attack. Oof.
You
How'd I
get
do?
+4 to it. You get a d4.
Oh yeah, roll your d4.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So you step up and be like, you should have been a better person. And he was like, fuck you. And as you come down with the sword on him, he just barely gets the shield in the way. And he's like, that was really close.
So we've got that I can see. We've got that guy, the guy next to him, guy down to the south.
And I think Matthias has some guys on him.
Yes, Matthias has a lot of guys on him right now.
They're like outside the gate, I think.
Yep.
Some guys.
Okay.
Some mooks.
Quite literally.
I think I'll leave it there.
Okay. You don't have another attack?
Do I?
She does have multi-attack. She just
Yeah,
doesn't realize it.
You should have multiple attacks at this point.
Oh, I do. I forgot about that.
You got this, Nala. You got this.
Thanks, guys.
And you can use the d4 again because it's for any attack made.
Yep. Good
Okay,
old bless.
so second extra attack.
Oh. Go for it.
Nice. Should roll the d4 anyway, just to ensure it can't be blocked.
So you come down on him, he blasts with the shield. He's like, fuck you. You're like, no, seriously, you should have picked better. And you just slam against that shield, break it, and break him at the same time. And he just
Darn
crumples
Skippy
to the ground.
Hippie. Life's all about choices.
That is that, and that's your turn. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Matthias.
Well, I seem to have gotten pretty popular around here.
I need you to make some concentration checks
For what?
for your Thunder Smite.
Oh, I used it already, so it's gone.
Oh, is it? I thought you can just hold it.
I can hold it, but I since I hit him, I went ahead and used it then, and
Is that how that works?
yep.
Okay. I
A
thought that
lot
was
of there are a
Oh.
lot of smite spells now in the game, and most of them are literally just one-time use to use a spell slot up.
Okay, because the way it reads, it sounds like you just get it every turn once one attack. During the it's
Just
so
want
weird.
to point out
The-
that
the
Arcane
first
Smite
time you
was
hit-
deleted from the game because of that same effect.
All right, go ahead.
It's the
Sorry.
first time you hit with the melee attack.
Yeah, it's my trying to interpret it is really rough. But all right, so have at it. Whatever you want to do.
Bonus action, gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. Remind me what that is.
+2 to my AC.
Great.
And
broken icon.
I am gonna hit the guy that I had started hitting before.
Great. Nope.
Try again.
He is right now your nemesis.
Why
Roll
did it
twice?
roll twice?
Well, the first one catches him, so that's the roll I'm taking is your first one, and that one gets him. So
Okay, and I'm gonna put a second level smite into that.
all right, he is down.
Okay. And that's my turn.
Okay. Shin.
Bonus action will have MPT attack the guy in front of him when it gets there, but I am going to move
Back up.
there.
Okay.
Oh, he's dead. Did I have to do that then? No, I was doing some things to measure out movement, not to actually like attack him if I didn't have to.
Okay.
We do have a guy going
So-
like the long way around, who's like
Did he lose?
way to the bottom left.
Did I not take his turn?
I
Before you
am-
go, I need to take this guy's turn. I don't know why he got.
He's on a
Okay.
journey.
He's gonna attack NPT just because I don't think Nala was there at the time. Ooh, and he crits NPT. And he max
NPT
damages
did take
NPT.
damage from him
Apparently, I just
before.
have the right dice here.
MPT, no.
What is that? And he is yes. So 14 points of damage to NPT. I apologize. I don't know why it felt he didn't show up before, but he's there. And then go back to Shin.
Shin moves 5 feet. Within that movement, he picks up a rock from the ground,
Uh-huh.
and I bet you know what's coming next.
Go for it.
I will actually catapult out the spell at second level.
At
At this guy.
okay. So you pick up that rock and you're just like right between the eyes. And same thing. Just the shimmer appears all around him, bounces right off between the eyes at where you aimed, but it doesn't seem to affect him.
Bonus action to still have MPT attack.
Sure, go for it.
Alright. MPT has some stat increases to his attack. So what I'm putting on for Force Empowered Rend. Oh, that's actually just this attack. Okay, that's weird. The roll that you're seeing needs to be modified a little bit, just with like a plus on the attack and damage.
Sure.
So that is 1d20 plus 6, I think it is, and then that is plus 4 damage instead of 2, so it's 6 damage total.
Yep.
And then I am also going to channel an ability off of that called Arcane Jolt.
Go for it.
I still can't see Matthias, right?
Correct.
Yeah, he's not even in range anyways. MPT will... Nala, have you been damaged?
I have not.
MPT will just Arcane Jolt into the guy that he bit for another 2d4 damage.
Go for it. Do I have any save or anything like that, or no?
Nope, it's just extra damage.
All right.
Shitty extra damage, but extra damage.
He is not happy at all, but he's still up.
And that's my full turn. And I need to mark off one of the Arcane Jolts and a second level spell.
So he finishes whatever chanting he does, and the crystal starts in his hand has filled up with a color at this point, and it looks to be, it's hard to see, it's hard to tell because it's within an ice storm. And as he finishes, he kind of has a slight grin and then a look of absolute horror as both the ice storm and something else starts to eat at him, and he just completely gets annihilated. And the crystal drops to the ground. You think, again, within the ice storm, hard to say.
One
But
could
he
say
is slowly getting eaten alive by something inside the ice storm, and you can hear him screaming.
poor life choices.
To kind of bring that one on himself.
It's a
He
chilling
did
scene.
bring that on himself.
All right, so now the mooks. So again, we'll start from the top. This person's gonna jump you, Nala,
Okay.
and oh, 19, I think. 19 or 20. 20 to hit you.
The hits.
All right, and 5 points of damage. And then Matthias.
Mm-hmm.
You will give 19 to hit.
Miss.
Oh, that's right, because now you have your shield up. So, or I'm sorry, 20. Does 20 hit? I know this sounds really bad. I keep thinking they're +2 versus +3.
That 20 hits.
Oof. The 20 will do 7 points of damage.
All right.
The last guy looks a little shaken, like he wants to attack you, but he hesitates because he's noticed you've been battling back and forth with a bunch of these guys, and you look a bit beaten, but you've killed 2 people and you're still going. And he's like,
I lost my shield.
Okay.
I want to also shout out saying, your leader is being devoured. Put down your weapons and give up.
You also realize that there's an ice storm right next to
I'm shouting it.
you.
I don't care that anyone can hear me or not. There's got to be that one guy next to MPT that could hear it.
Shout it right in his ear.
Does he?
Technically 15 feet away, because these are 5 feet squares. He's pretty far away.
Notice.
That's 10 feet away.
Yes. Well, let's roll. Nope. He has no idea what's going on with there. So he's still focusing on Matthias. And he will take another 30 feet to him. Gosh darn it. Thank you. And take another pot shot at Matthias. And miss.
At least he didn't crit again.
Yeah. Take your up.
Alright. Well, something's going on in the ice storm, and it seemed to be immune to magic, so maybe something else. We still have some guys up next to MPT and Nala, right?
Yes.
NPT and Nala, yes. There's one guy. Yeah, no, there's two people. Nala is kind of surrounded, not really.
Okay. Let's see if I can. I don't think I can cast Shillelagh and also do a physical attack, can I?
No, you cannot. It has to be a bonus action for you to do both.
I think
Alright.
Shillelagh is a bonus action, isn't it?
Oh, then never mind.
It is.
If
Okay.
Shillelagh is a bonus action, then yes, you can do both. Yep, it is.
Better.
Yep.
Okay. I think that guy's also within my range for frostbite. So I think I'm gonna do Shillelagh and attack.
All right, go for it.
Alright.
Are you moving up on them?
Yeah.
Did we lose the centipedes? What is going on with this stupid thing?
I don't know what happened to the centipedes in the order. Let me know when you want them to take a turn.
Oh my god. All right, they'll be right. They'll be right after you.
No worries. Okay.
Oh, you know what's happening is because I put one. Because I killed the one I put on the tracker. That's why.
Oh, so it pulled them back off the tracker?
Yep.
It's all good. Alright, so now I do spell casting ability instead of strength for attack rolls.
Yep.
And weapons damage is D8. So do spell attack for a physical attack, plus I think I can add the D4.
You try to add your D4, but nothing happens.
Oh good, okay. Well, does a 12 hit?
No, 12 does not hit.
Alright. Well, Uskal definitely yelled that something is wrong.
Now it is the centipede's turn.
Okay. There's still 2 left here. This one move down here and attack, and let's bring this one here too. What the hell? And then the other ones are up behind the tent. And they're just going on an adventure to see if there is any point that they can, like, get out. Oh, there is a point where they can come back around. Well, they're gonna go over here.
Okay.
Yep. And I think for the ones that are next to that one guy I missed, can they both try to take an attack?
Yep, go for it. It's plus
Alright.
4 for both of them.
Alright. One second. I don't
Miss.
think that one.
That hits.
Alright. I think they have to do a constitution save, and I'll do the 1d4 plus 2.
Yep. You might just outright kill him. Oh, I think you can. Yep, he's done.
Alright.
Teeth sink in, and he just screams out in pain and topples over.
All good here. There's only one more guy that we can see up here, and whatever is got summoned.
So this guy, super angry at MPT right now, and is just gonna start wailing on him. Make sure I got his information correctly. He's +1 and he's +3, I believe. More. 14. Does 14 hit MPT?
I think 14 is his AC, but let me check real quick.
Okay.
Nope, 15 is his AC. It's a miss.
Well, he will attack again and also miss. And he's really, really frustrated. He just snarls at him. Is that is a
He
bonus
just
action.
snarled at a panther who absolutely just dead eyes him.
Oh, he doesn't matter. He doesn't. He's really angry, and is back to full. Just kind of gets a second wind, and he's like, "Ugh!" Ollie, your turn.
She said okay, but she didn't say it in a push to talk, I don't think.
I pressed the wrong button. Okay, so I would like to. Can I hit this guy from where I'm at, or do I have to move around?
You can hit him where you're at.
Okay, I'm going to hit this guy.
All right, go for it. You get him. You get him really good. He's still up though.
Okay. That's my turn.
You get another attack.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna do that.
All right. You get him again, and he is barely hanging on.
That's my turn.
Okay. It looks like a breeze could knock this guy over right now.
Can I spit at him?
No. I mean, you can. It doesn't do anything, but you can. All right. Matthias, your turn.
Well, guess you guys still want to keep going at this, so he'll what was the one that hesitated?
This one right here.
Okay, I'll hit his friend next to him then.
While staring at him. Roll. Hope your dice don't betray you. You barely get him. And he goes down.
Okay.
Sounds like successful intimidation.
And then I'll hit this guy.
Okay, go for it. Yep. He is still up, though.
Okay. That's my turn.
Oops, did not mean to put that on. Okay. Shin?
So there's more dead guys in the way of getting around now. And she's just still standing there?
She's dead.
Or is she dead? Okay, I can't see
dead.
the skull, so
Sorry.
all good.
She did.
Can you
Black
not
hair.
walk over dead bodies?
You
I can. I'm just going, huh? All this stuff. All right. Well, Shin just moves around, which is what 5, 10, 15 feet. Technically flanking, but flanking's not a thing. So Shin just goes to attack.
Okay.
With his great sword.
Go for it. This thing? Mm. You know what? Fuck it. Okay. Yep. He's done.
All right. That guy's still a thing.
Oh fuck. Yes.
Would you like me to close that door and not know that that guy was a thing? I can act as if that guy's not a thing.
There's actually a couple of these mooks that I totally forgot about, and I'm gonna
Closes the tent door.
Here, he's not a thing anymore. Don't worry about that door. That door's not a good door.
They're both still up. They both attacked the giant centipedes, and nothing happened. I'm gonna move them out though, so that I don't forget that they're there.
Oh no, you don't worry about that. I still had enough movement to go there.
All right, go for it.
Using my second attack.
Yep. He's out. See you later, boy.
All right. MPT, why don't you get that last one with my bonus action?
Okay.
And MPT goes up to that one then and attacks.
Go for it.
I say last one. I actually don't know if it's the last one or not, but you know, whatever.
Last one for this round.
Hit! Damn. Nope.
Would you roll? Nope. It misses because that's a 9, but it still misses.
Yeah, that's a 9, but misses. That is everything I can do with my turn.
So I need everybody to make me not everybody. I need Nala, Isk, and Shin to make me a perception at a disadvantage because the ice storm is still up.
At disadvantage.
At least whatever this has got a cool entrance.
Nala? Nala!
I rolled an 11
Ooh.
twice. Okay.
Now I can see the hell out of this thing.
So all of you hear his screams slowly die off into nothing. And then the sound of something morphing out of bones and body. And just kind of slurp sounds of just things that shouldn't be. Those for Shin and Isk, you can see kind of an outline of a creature that has what looks to be appendages sprouting from it. Maybe 4 legs. Nala, you can definitely see it is a 4-legged creature with a large, gaping, sharp-teethed mouths with 3 appendages on the end of, or 3 appendages coming out from its back, with spikes on the end of each of them.
Is it like anything I've ever seen before?
Never. You have never seen something like this.
I say to Shin loudly, if I can. Oh boy, that looks scary.
Yes, easily.
I look at scary thing.
I mean, you still see an outline of something in there.
Scary thing is scary.
I need to change that real quick. So we'll just do this. And this. And then I need to roll this. That failed. Now I have to scroll back and figure out how much damage your thing was doing. Which one was it? Wasn't that one, was it? You know what? Just roll it again. So it was 2d8 and then something else.
46.
Yeah.
Did it save or not save?
It did not save.
Okay. Let me roll it real quick.
Okay. So it's angry and it can't see a fucking thing.
It got cold feet.
1, 2. So it will wander out here, and then you can finally see it is a quadruped, tentacled creature with a massive mouth, sharp teeth, and more sharp spikes on the end of 3 tentacles. Not tentacles, more appendages.
The displacer beast.
No, it's definitely not a displacer beast. It is unnatural. Absolutely unnatural in nature. It will lock eyes onto you, Nala, but that's the end of its turn. Nope. This guy fucking books it. He's done with this. He's nope. You get your attack of opportunity. And he's like, no, sir, I'm out.
I'll just let him go.
Okay.
What does it say?
This guy will drop his weapons and he's like, you know what? I didn't sign up for this. You want to kill me, fine, but I fucking fuck it. I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore.
What guy is this?
So it's the one to the left of Matthias.
Oh, that's in a completely blind part of the map that I can't see
We
anyways.
can't see it.
This guy's
Matthias,
like,
you're seeing so much happen.
fucking cowards! How dare you? And we'll take a pot shot at you, Matthias, again.
Okay.
And miss.
Okay.
And take your turn.
How many guys did Matthias take out solo down there?
3.
Damn.
I mean, 5 if you count the ones that gave up and ran.
Alright, let's see.
They're just a bunch of mooks.
They are literally mooks.
Well, it does look like magic affects it now. But cast Shillelagh. What is considered an interruption of a concentration spell if I take any damage?
Yep,
Okay.
just damage.
Alright. I will cast Frostbite then.
Okay.
And they have to make a Constitution saving throw against 15.
They make it.
Alright. I don't think they take any damage then.
Okay. Frostbite.
Yeah, it's only on a failed save.
Yep, you are correct. All right.
And oh, I'm kind of think
I
I'm
forgot
stuck
to
here,
see-
so I'm not moving anywhere.
This mook is still going after the centipede. I keep forgetting he's up there. He's gonna make an
Yeah.
attack.
Totally.
And misses. and is like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm done," and we'll start moving away. And everybody gets the attack of opportunity against him as he does that.
Nice.
So that's you, the centipede, and NPT.
That was
You
my
will
attack.
hit.
All right. I think it was 1d8 now.
I think so.
MPT, I'm pretty sure uses my reaction to do this if that's the case, so I'll still go with it, but yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
he's still up.
okay.
So NPT.
Wait. Who am I attacking with the opportunity? This guy?
Yes.
Yeah, the guy's running away.
Oh.
Straight over to Corey.
Yeah, running over to Corey, I'll still attack them. So that is 7 plus 8 damage.
Oh, right, the centipede can attack.
Oh,
So-
yep. He's down.
15.
Oh,
So he tries to
awesome.
get away, and NPT is just like, really? Posted.
And because MPT hit, I will have MPT Arcane Jolt himself to heal 2d4.
Great. That was kind of in the middle of the Tig's turn, so Tig, you can finish up the rest of your turn. Whatever you want to do.
Okay. I think I can do, I'm gonna drop a totem. Let me find my totems. Hit there. Advantage on it. Yeah, I'm gonna drop a hawk totem.
Alright.
Let me see.
It is yours. Oop, one more. I gotta give it vision. Done.
I'm sorry about the token
No, it's
thing.
fine. It gives me practice, and I'll get better at it. So it's up to you. You can move it and use it now.
Alright. I will drop it. Just since we're all here, I'm gonna just drop it like dead center of the area we're in.
Okay.
Yep. And if anybody wants advantage on an attack roll, I can use a reaction grant advantage to it once per turn. And you get advantage on wisdom perception checks in the aura.
Dang.
I'm just gonna copy and paste it over. Everybody gets perception advantage while they're there, and then if anybody wants attack advantage, let me know.
All right.
Yeah,
Is that the end of your
done.
turn? All right.
Yeah.
Now it's your animal's turn. Your centipedes.
Yep. Let's see if they can gradually make their way around. And then the other ones, which are here somewhere. Yeah, I've got like a stealth team coming in from behind. They've been spending the whole fight coming this way, but don't give me a wall error. I think that's okay. There they are. They'll make it eventually.
Okay.
I can actually see things now.
Two. Oh, he's dead. So we'll just remove him. Oh, cool. Neat. And now it is Nala's turn.
Okay. So this person kind of off in the dark. That person is dead.
Highlight it again.
I'm not sure how to do that.
Is it the one who kind of ran up and to the right?
If I do this, can you guys see everything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I don't really need that anymore. We've pretty much gotten everything.
Yep. That person said. So that leaves the big thing in the middle.
Yep. So there's that guy there. and
I thought
everything
he
else-
was dead.
No, he has a different symbol on him. Sorry. He has a symbol that signifies he's something other. He's something different. He is not dead. So this guy's still alive. This guy's still alive, and then there's somebody near Matthias, but you can't see him. I thought you meant the one to the upper right. He's dead. He is alive. Or rather, it is alive.
It's alive. The four-legged beast is alive, and the thing by Matthias is alive that I can't see.
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna move towards the guy with the hat.
Okay. Yep.
And I'm gonna attack him.
Go for it. Does it get an attack of opportunity for doing that?
What?
Attack of opportunities, Miser. How does
For
it
what
still
one?
happen with creatures that have reach?
The attack of opportunity still happens within. Pretty sure it's still within their 5 feet range, but you could absolutely rule it towards whatever square they threaten.
So I'm confused. What is getting an opportunity?
So the problem I have is I play 3.5, which is if you move from one threatened square to another threatened square, you provoke. So it makes
what square is threatened?
On that part, no. She can
Okay.
dance within all of his threatening squares and not get opportunity attacked. It's when
Okay.
she moves outside of his full threatened range that the opportunity attack happens.
great. That answers that question. You're fine now. So
Oh, okay.
you move up and you attack him. That is a break between 3.5 and 5 that I just need to remember. So you step up to this creature, it locks eyes with you. I imagine you want to attack it.
I do.
Go for it. You hit it.
I'm going to do my second attack.
Okay. Math is hard.
And then I also think I still have that D4.
So
You
you
still-
go for your second attack. You're like, I just need that little push, and nothing happens, and you miss.
Does Corey not have that spell channeled anymore?
So in your thought process, Shin, that's what it seems like. You don't feel like you're affected by Bless anymore.
Is Corey still there?
Hard to say because nobody can see her.
Uh-oh.
Question.
Yes.
Does this guy look like he's still casting stuff?
No. It is the creature looks like it wants to eat you. It's definitely not a guy anymore.
Oh, this is the creature. This is not a separate guy?
Correct. It's what you saw was the guy inside the ice storm that was casting or channeling that spell cried out in pain afterwards and had something like start eating away at him, and then it got quiet, and then that sound of something like morphing out of a body, which you assume was his body, and you also can assume it is this creature.
Okay. So I was thinking that the creature was inside this circle somewhere, but we couldn't see it because of the frost thing.
It
Not
was.
that this was the creature.
This is the creature that you couldn't see inside of the frost ring. Most people couldn't see. You could because you got eagle eyes.
So this man with the hat is the creature.
Yes, I just don't have another token for him.
Got it. I'm with you. Then if that's the case, I thought that was a different dude. I would like to action surge.
Okay, go for it. Oh, what the? Oh, it's over here. I wonder. Yeah, okay. What I can do is I can just do this. And put this.
Can I grant advantage?
Yeah.
To reaction.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. You can roll again. You have advantage.
79. I'll put that over here.
Those near max damage damage rolls.
So you miss, and then you're like, and then somebody from behind you is just like, I got you. And you're like, aha, smack it.
Okay, and then for my extra attack,
16, go for it. 63.
17 with 10 damage.
You got it. It's
That
still
ends
standing
my.
though. It's
Yeah, that
very,
ends
very
my turn.
unhappy. You hear in your mind, suicide. You don't think it's trying to cast anything at you, but you think this creature is trying to talk to you.
I yell at it. I don't understand your gobbledygook.
Great. That's your turn. Matthias.
Alright, well. If you're done, then you should get going, and he'll
You
start.
got it. I'm out of here.
He'll go there. And lay on hands for his action for, let's do 15 points.
Okay. Assume you're done after that.
Yep.
All right, Shin.
So this thing is absolutely still hostile. Plus, it came from the weird taste that I am associating with just evil
Yep.
Tiamat things now. So
Yep, you can still feel that weird taste in your mouth. You're just like, nope.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay.
I will attack it from that side.
Go for it. You get it good. Still standing though.
Because I have been able to attack myself, I will. Let's see. I think I get to do this. No, I would have had to do it beforehand. How about this one? Yep, nope, they're both the same. Alright, I'll just attack it again.
Great. Go for it. Oof. You get it good. It's still standing. You're all chunking it pretty hard, and it's definitely looking ragged, but it's still.
Will MPT be able to fit I cannot move through walls. I guess not. Will MPT get hit by a blizzard there?
Roll me a dex check.
Well, I guess MPT is moving there regardless then. Dex check or save?
Dex check.
Alright, this is also at another +2.
Okay. Yeah, it's able to keep itself out of the area of effect. It squeezes a little towards Nala, but it's able to do it.
Good, because it needs to squeeze a little towards Nala anyways to hit at the thing.
Yep.
Which it will also do that.
Go for it.
That is my bonus action, by the way.
Okay.
Never
It
mind.
does not hit.
Bless.
It was trying to squeeze in to make sure it didn't get hit by the ice storm, but unfortunately it also has fucked up its way it's attacking. So it just completely whiffs. It paws at it. And now it goes.
You tried, MPT. You
And
tried.
it looks really angry at Nala. And it's going to bite you. And then do other things to you. But mostly bite you. We'll say that.
Yeah.
Oh, it rolled like ass. So 13, 12, and 13 I don't think hit you.
Correct.
It's confused by all the creatures suddenly surrounded, and it's trying to get you, and it's having a very hard time doing it. And it, again, you hear in your mind, "Tout ça, fiche, je vois."
I still don't understand your gobbledygook.
This guy has been booking it. See ya. This guy is you fuck. Whew, nope, still banging. He's angry. Drops his bow, pulls out 2 daggers, comes at you.
Okay.
And his efficiency is that, and he is that. So each of these are terrible. He is whiffing all day long. Parlay.
Parlay.
It took him a bit there. I'm like, is he really not going to react to that? We obviously don't hear that over here.
This thing last a minute. Oh. Whoops. Well, I'm just gonna roll with it, but it's gone now. Some reason I thought Ice Storm stayed. It doesn't.
Oh,
It's just one action. So
that's cool. I think it really only hit most stuff for like 1 turn of
Yes.
attack.
So it's fine. Flavor's flavor. We'll roll with it. So Ice Storm's gone. This creature's still standing, but based on the assault it just had, you don't think it's going to be standing much longer.
Is it my turn?
Yep,
Oh, okay, sorry about that.
that's fine.
I can
Alright.
tell you, I super didn't want it to get a heavy action of its own because it will bring the hurt.
It was trying to bring the hurt.
Let's see, I don't think the centipedes are going to be super helpful for much longer, so I think maybe it's time to drop the concentration on that
Okay.
and maybe cast Flaming Sphere. So that's probably going to set that tent on fire.
Okay.
This is going to be like all collateral damage.
I feel like that's Isk's main call to fame.
Collateral damage.
All of these spells are collateral damage.
So the sphere has to go into unoccupied space.
Yep. I think there's one just sort of to the other corner of the monster. Sort of like the opposite side where MPT is, but diagonal from the monster. Bottom
There's
left.
one to the south and southwest of it, easily. You won't
Yeah.
catch the tent.
I think
If
that
you do any other spots, you'll get the tent for sure. In fact, you can't do
Yeah.
it there.
let's make it really uncomfortable space for this monster.
Okay. So you're gonna put it to the south of it or to the southwest of it?
Let's do southwest so nobody else has to do a roll.
All right, so
Because
we'll just put
it's
that
any
there.
creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Yes, you will definitely catch the tent on fire with this.
You guys didn't need the tent, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool. Well, that's that's enough okay for Isk.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just do it.
All right. So you poof that into existence. Unfortunately, it won't have to make a save until the end of its turn.
Mhm.
Is there anything else you want to do?
Let's see. I guess I can
Remove
cast
that.
one of my bonus cantrips. Do magic stone. Get those ready.
Okay.
Yep.
Do that.
I have magic rocks now. I think that's
Still
it.
there. Nala, your turn.
I'm gonna try to hit it again.
Go for it.
Wait, now there's a dragon icon.
It's a fire sphere. Don't end your turn too close to it. Like if you're right next to it on any.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Yep.
It's a Matthias sphere.
Do
No,
I
it's a Shin
still
sphere.
do I do I still have advantage or no?
I can give it to you on one of your rolls for whichever one. Just let me know if you want it.
I'll take it and roll with advantage. Greatsword, go.
Nice.
You got it. You tag it pretty good.
And then
And it is still up.
second attack without advantage.
Correct.
Damn.
It is down. Screams out in frustration because it couldn't do a fucking thing. And just its body kind of burbles and melts down into the ground as it turns tarish black. And you are all out of combat. So we will.
I put that.
No, you're
fire
not.
That guy
out of
was holding a
combat.
crystal.
There-
That guy
there
was
is
holding a
still-
crystal.
There's still one more guy. Sorry, you're not out of combat. So Nala, that's your turn. Matthias, it is your turn.
Matthias
So,
having his duels down there.
so he said parlay, right?
Yes, he said parlay.
So are you gonna throw down your weapons?
He kind of nods. He's like, "Yeah."
All right, throw them down.
Is that your turn?
I'll ready an action to attack if he tries to attack me.
Okay.
That'll end my turn.
Shin.
Out loud to the others, kind of frantic and angry about it. Look for the crystal, look for the crystal, look for the crystal, look for the crystal! He was holding something! I proceed to try to also look for that crystal either around the corpse, I guess at first.
Make me a perception.
Oh, you get perception advantage.
Percept
Oh,
advantage.
look at that.
Percept
Hey.
advantage. What the fuck?
At least it's not double ones.
So you don't see it near the body, but you think you see something near where he was casting.
that was my next place to look. So I can roll again, or you can.
Are you moving over towards it?
Yeah.
You will find it when you get near it. You will see it on the ground.
Okay.
It is colored copper, like a copper swirly gas inside the crystal or the gem.
Uh. I don't want to
That's your
put that in
turn.
any bag that I have. I'm gonna stay there, I guess, and look at it dumbly.
So the
Sorry.
mooks are gone. We will remove them from this. He's like, yeah, and then he tries to shank you again. So roll your attack.
Can we hear the stuff going on with Matthias?
Yes. Now, kind of. You get the end of it, and you miss.
Damn.
The standoff.
And he misses, and he's like, no, really, parlay.
I don't believe you.
That's his turn. Take.
I mean, I guess I can send the flaming sphere down there to
Oh,
help
so
Matthias out.
at your turn, the tent catches on fire.
Oh, okay. So
And then we hear screaming inside.
Nope, no screaming.
we got the only person in there, but we might want to put that out. Can I? I think I can put that out, actually. I feel like I'm playing, what is it? Divinity 2? Rain spell. Put out a lot of fire in that game. I can tidal wave it.
You can absolutely tidal wave it.
Alright, maybe we'll get rid of the flaming sphere since combat's over, and put the fire out with more collateral damage.
Roll me. What do you got? Nature? Do you have Arcana? You do not. So we'll say, do you have Nature? You should, right? No, you
Yep,
don't have
I
Nature
do have
either.
nature.
You do have Nature?
Yeah, I
Well-
have some nature skill. I think I got it
Oh.
from Druid, that I got to put a little bit of bonus points in it.
Okay, so roll me a Nature. Go roll me Nature skill.
Okay.
Nature or Arcana, whichever is your highest, basically.
Sure.
Nala and NPT need to make me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm sorry.
Are you though?
Saving throw?
Yes.
This has a +2 to it.
NPT is fine.
Isk isn't used to the concept of. Oh
Oof.
no!
Roll
I got
damage.
a 3.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Failed save, 4d8 bludgeoning damage, and knocked prone. Hope I get, like, all one.
Okay. So Nala, you're thrown into the tent. And the tent buckles from the front half. But you put out the fire. And it's drenched in the front, but it's not that big of a deal. Nala, you take 8 points of damage, bludgeoning damage, and you are lying on the tent, on something inside the tent, and it is not comfortable at all.
And I'm guessing I'm all
You are completely
damp.
drenched. Yeah.
Thanks, Isk. Got all those guts off.
So now it's your turn.
My turn?
Yes.
Going to get off the uncomfy thing.
Okay. Roll me athletics or acrobatics. All right, no problem. You get yourself untangled, and you can get out off of it, and you can stand back up to next to it. You're still drenched though.
And we are still in combat?
Yes.
Okay.
We're in combat for as long as Matthias is in a standoff.
Pretty much.
And at this point, I don't really know where Matthias is.
You can see him now.
Does he look like he needs assistance?
Hard to say. That's up to you, Matthias. Does it look like you need assistance?
Not really.
Okay. I'm gonna go into this big tent that just got
All right. So you move to the front. You're gonna have to untangle the whole mess that was created by the tidal wave before you can get inside it.
Okay, I did that.
That's gonna be your turn. Matthias, what do you do?
Don't believe the parlay, so gonna attack.
Okay. Go for it.
21.
Oh, that hit. 9 damage. He's hurting, but he's not down. He's like, ah! No, really? That misses.
Really mean it. Throw down your weapons.
Shin?
Just assumed that with my armor I have gloves and everything on, right?
Sure. That's up to you.
Can I Arcana check this orb? Do I still taste that thing in the back of my throat too?
No, the taste is gone.
I will pick up the orb and head towards Goldie. I forgot her name for a second.
So you will reach down, pick up the gem. It eats you alive. Just kidding. You reach down and pick up the gem. It feels weird, a little icky, but nothing terrible. Again, you still see it's just slightly bigger than your hand. It's a gem, not so much a gem / crystal. It's I don't remember what they call that shape, but basically the one it's like almost a prism with the triangle points on the top on the bottom and the cylinder shape in the middle. And it's filled with copper looking to be gas. And every once in a while you see silver floating in there. And then you turn and start walking towards Goldie. Make me a perception check. No, it's fine. Regular's fine because you're not really. People aren't trying to get in your way. You see, Goldie is shaking Corey's body. Best way to put it. Corey's not moving. She's on the ground.
The blessed did go away!
So we'll put you. Anything else?
Guys, something's wrong with Corey. I'm dead.
Okay. He's like, well, fuck you then, and disengages you. So 30. And then his bonus action, he will dash. That's his turn. Tig, you're up.
Should probably go see what's up with Corey. Yeah, Iska's gonna follow Shin up to where Goldie and Corey are.
Okay. Again, you see Corey's on the ground. Make me a medicine check.
Got it.
She looks to be, I mean, she's still breathing, so she's not dead. But other than that, hard to tell without like taking a wild inspector.
Hmm. Do you have a healing spell?
And Goldie just kind of looks at you, very distraught.
Shin, do you know what is wrong with Corey?
I am a scientist, not a medical doctor.
Damn it, Jim! I'm a doctor, not a scientist.
I would think if anyone would know, it might be you more than me.
All right, so at that, Nala, it's your turn. You still working on the tent?
Thinking.
Okay.
Where is Corey at?
Corey is not within your view at the moment. She was back where the two of you busted down the wall, and you think she's still there.
Okay. And could I hear Isk and Shin or no?
Yes, absolutely.
I'll go towards Corey.
Okay. So you can easily make your way over there. And again, you see her on the ground, maybe lifeless. Not sure.
Can
But
I
based on the
do?
conversation, seems to be alive. Sorry?
Can I run?
Yes, that is your run. 60 feet.
Okay.
Matthias, your turn.
Would I have heard any of what they were
Absolutely. Yep.
saying? Then
Okay. Shin, back to you.
I. Right. I will plop the orb in the square where I'm standing now, and then lean down towards Corey to, I guess, try to discern what's wrong with her. Since
Okay.
I'm close enough now to be able to actually take that look.
Give me an Arcana check. Because assuming that's what you're trying to do is it's got to be something magic, obviously, because that's
Yep.
the only thing I can think of.
Danica was copper, right?
Correct.
Huh.
What'd you roll? You rolled a 19. You have heard of spells that rip a creature's soul out of its body. You've never seen it personally, and you haven't really heard of anybody have it cast on them, but you know that they are a thing. And it is very well possible that that's what's happened here.
Am I also familiar at all with Danica's, not Danica, Corey's whole thing that happened with Danica?
She's made mention about it a few times, but she's never been like, hi, I've been possessed by Danica. She's always talked to Matthias and Nala like she's been there with them. So with the offhand conversations, not really. You
But
might be able to piece it together if you start talking to him about that, but at the moment,
yeah, what I'm asking is if I can piece together that like this might not actually be something unfamiliar to stuff that's happened to her before.
Run that by me again.
So this might be something not unfamiliar to things that have happened to her before, like with the whole soul thing. Except for hers is now gone. Apparently? Maybe? No. I'm a scientist, not a doctor.
So what you're trying to deduce is whether or not you think Corey This isn't.
I'm trying to best case scenario it that this is something that Corey has potentially had happen to her before, but not with Goldie being all scared about it. I'm thinking of ways to word it at the moment.
No, you don't really have a way to determine that because you've never really run into Corey before the time you met her originally, and that's been a week at best.
Okay. Then I asked Goldie, what happened? How'd she fall? What happened?
She just
Kind of stumbling over my
collapsed.
words.
That guy, he started chanting, and then she seized up, and then she collapsed. It has to be that. She points at him.
I was gonna say, I pick up the gem and I look at Corey and I look at Goldie. Do you know what this is?
No, maybe.
And that's my turn.
This guy's like, ha, 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 suckers, and he's gone because the rest of you are basically. So we're out of combat now, so I'm not gonna force you guys to stay in there because you've elite encounter. All right. All right. So you are all free to do whatever you want.
And then I finish moving up to see what's going on.
You see Corey on the ground. At first glance, lifeless, but as you get closer, you can see her chest rising up and down, so you can tell that she's alive. But it seems to be some type of catatonic state.
What happened?
This is Goldie. I don't know. The guy chanted something and she just dropped.
I think we're trying to figure out what this gem is too, because it seems to hold an important part for Corey. Doesn't feel all creepy or anything. Like, it feels weird, obviously, but it's not like all sludgy and anything like that anymore.
Correct.
No bad magic juices.
Yeah, pretty much that.
Was that the thing that the guy was holding when he was chanting?
Yeah, it's what I was in search for, and why I was chasing after it after the combat or after that guy fell. I don't know what about this combat ending thing is. I don't know what that is. That's not metagaming at all, I swear.
Could maybe that be the reason why she collapsed? Maybe that's holding something of her?
You know, I would think upon bringing it closer to her that it would react in some way, but it hasn't reacted at all, and I don't fully know what to do about that.
Why don't we just put it on her, touch her with it?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It's very simple solutions. It can't be that easy.
Sometimes it is that easy.
Can't hurt.
I wouldn't believe that it's that easy. This might also hurt her. Like, it could hurt. This is the thing that spawned that beast.
But you said you don't feel any bad magics.
I don't taste that icky taste in the back of my throat anymore, no. But that isn't to say that this orb couldn't still hold some semblance of that. Plus, that guy chanted a spell to even do what he did.
Have you licked it?
I'm gonna walk up to her.
Yeah?
After you.
Plant the orb in her hand. After you.
I can't taste magic. And I give it back to him.
Nope, I walk off. I walk over to the other side of Corey.
I'm gonna use my divine sense on.
Divine sense. Oh, the gem registers as fucking evil as all get out.
Ugh.
Uh,
Your senses are overwhelmed by the amount of evil this thing registers. You're just like, good God, how are you all not dead?
that's a very evil orb, or that's a lot of evil coming from that.
I
Maybe.
I put it on the ground and kind of step away a bit.
Um,
This orb is the key to getting Corey back, I'm guessing. So I'm gonna pick it up
Okay.
again. I've inspected it. I know what it looks like at least. I don't know how to pull any magic out of this orb. The only other person I would look to for that right now that is conscious and has a soul. Hi, Isk, how you doing? Anything you can tell from this orb?
Is there a perception or arcana roll I should do?
Arcana would be Arcana or Nature, whichever you decide.
Nature's a bit that just in case. The suspicion is still gonna be
Nope.
nothing.
It's a gem. I mean, what do you want? Like, I've seen them be created naturally sometimes, but it's still a gem.
Yeah, that's just a rock as far as Isk is concerned.
Hmm. We're gonna have to figure out more about this later.
could I
So
try and investigate it and see if it's some kind of maybe a holy relic for Tiamat or something like that?
Religion. That's the thing, right? Yep, that's the thing.
yeah, religion is a thing.
So you take it from Shin because you have to inspect it, and you're looking around. You're like, this thing's so fucking evil, but it doesn't feel bad. But I don't see any symbols on it that represent Tiamat. I don't see any markings. I don't. I just. I mean, she's not a nice person slash dragon slash deity, but this doesn't quite seem to roll up her alley. So no.
Mm. And I see the colors swirling inside of it and all that now since I've been.
Yep.
You can always
I'm gonna touch
carry.
it to Corey.
You touch it to Corey. Nothing happens.
I walk away.
Okay. Shin
I'm
is
gonna
walking away.
I'm gonna pick up Corey
Okay.
and turn to the
Goldie's
group.
like, careful, careful, Sento, careful.
We should head back to somewhere.
The walking away that I'm doing is definitely back towards the road to get back towards town.
Okay.
We should head back to somewhere safer and maybe with people that might be able to assist us magically.
Everybody make me a perception. So Shin is the only one walking away. Make me a perception check.
Shin Shin was prepared for this, I swear.
Okay.
See, he was so prepared.
Continue.
Shin readies his weapon for the unknown. No, I'm kidding.
Did Nala check the big tent, or did she kind of turn around at the doorway?
I wasn't able to get in. I went to help Corey.
That's where the guy who cast the spell came out of, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, I guess if everyone's sort of heading toward the road, I think Isk would want to take a look in there, but
I haven't left yet.
Yeah, right now my mental picture is that now Shin is the only person walking outside of the camp. Everybody else has not done that yet.
And I'm assuming touching the thing to Corey did nothing?
No, it did nothing.
Okay. So he would have taken it away right away then. Yeah, we should probably get moving because most of them are gone, but if there's any more hiding somewhere, then we don't want to be here. Especially when it gets dark.
This would have been open. Those are gone. Never mind. What do the rest of you do?
And if Nala picked up Corey, then Matthias would probably help carry.
Okay.
I think
You
if
all
there's
go ahead.
if there's any opportunity to try to get that tent open.
Plenty of opportunity because Nala, Matthias, and Corey and Goldie are all trying to make sure like they're carrying Goldie not haphazardly.
Then while they have that covered, I think Isk will try to get in the tent.
Make me an acrobatics or athletics check. Acrobatics is to do it without breaking anything. Athletics is just ripping the tent open.
Same number for me, so I'll go with acrobatics.
Okay. You are struggling, but you manage to get in it. You do tear a bit of it, and you keep having to like throw part of the tent out of your way as you're digging through it.
Well, as long as there's any sort of ability to look inside.
Yep. It's lit up. There's a covered lantern that's inside there that's been knocked over. Roll me 46. Now that I'm thinking about that.
Uh-oh. Do this.
It looks like it's about to catch something on fire as you get in there.
That just seems about right. If there's anything else I can do to put it out.
You could just pick it back up.
Okay.
Kind of like kick the embers away from anything flammable. It might hurt. It might take a point of your damage, but nothing major.
Works for Isk. Better than another tidal wave.
So you're managed to like, all right, that we'll just take care of that. Put it towards the wet side of the tent. All right, no big deal. So now you can see part of the tent. There's a desk inside there. There's a chest inside there. There seems to be two sectioned off areas. One is collapsed. The other still has still standing. What do you do?
Let's take a look at the desk first. If there's anything on there.
Roll me investigation.
You got it.
All right. So on the desk, there's a crude map of what you think is the general area, with outlines of routes towards a place that's labeled Varkurn and a place labeled Amishtown. And on there's also staging area. There are smaller marks between them called staging areas.
Isk can't read the map, but Shin can, so Isk will take it to give to Shin.
As you go to take the map, you also see a piece of paper with writing on it. Seems to have some type of significance. Can you read?
No.
Common? Okay.
Nope.
You just see writing on it.
Yeah, anything. If this is where somebody who is casting something pretty bad came from, it's probably important.
Okay.
Whatever it is, so.
Yep.
Just grab that.
Yep.
I don't know if do you guys want this to come back or keep looking?
That's up to you. They're still working with Corey.
That's true. Just let me know when the time goes too far for the tent. I guess probably look at the non-collapsed area.
The non-collapsed area is living quarters. There is collection of clothing, seem to be feminine in nature. Nice bedroll, a couple knives and other various things, and another smaller chest.
We didn't run into anyone that would match that.
Oh, the person that you stepped over that was you.
Oh.
You're right. There is somebody's body that nobody can see because it's hidden underneath all the tent.
Oops. Well, let's look in the chest. That's where people keep really important stuff.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, it's trapped, isn't it?
Maybe.
Little bit.
Or maybe it's a mimic.
Yeah,
Make
I
me a
don't think that did it.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Might be
As you
a
get
little
pricked
bit
by-
poisoned.
Oh, so you go to open the chest and you're like, click, what? And then your hands just get pricked by a bunch of needles, and you feel like something's trying to infest inside of you, and you're like, get the fuck out of here, and you feel fine.
Oh, that almost went terribly.
Inside the chest, there is what looks to be a pouch and a couple of more pieces of paper with writing on it and a collar. Red collar.
Red color.
Collar. Collar.
Well, prioritize the paper first, then the
Okay.
pouch.
Okay. I mean, you can get it all. You
Okay.
might crumple some of it, but you can get it all.
Sure, take it all.
Okay. You pick up the pouch. It feels pretty hefty, and you hear some clinking inside of it.
That's probably gold. Yeah, I guess there was another chest, but maybe Isk should meet up with everyone.
What does the rest of you do? You're all trying to handle Corey. Shin has basically started going towards the hills, and Isk is nowhere to be found.
Wouldn't we have seen her walk into the...
Yes, you would have seen her walk into the tent.
I'm just going to wait outside the tent.
Okay. Matthias?
You don't want to try sticking your hand in a trapped chest.
Nah, I'll save that for you.
V is muted.
Oh, oops. Since I'm helping with Corey, guess I'm waiting outside the tent as well.
Is Shin still going for the hills?
Shin will stop after he gets far enough away from the idiots.
Okay.
And then he'll wait for the idiots.
Okay. Back to you, Isk. What do you do?
Well, I'm bringing the papers and stuff with to meet
All
up
right.
with everyone.
Make me another athletics check or acrobatics, whichever you decide.
Acrobatics.
All right. You're struggling again, but you're able to make it out, clutching a lot of paper and a pouch. But you're able to get outside of the tent, and the rest of you see Isk walk out with some paper, a bigger piece of paper, which would probably be a map, and a pouch.
Just holds them up to everyone. I found these inside.
Something to look over once we get somewhere a little safer. We should probably catch up with Shin wherever he went.
Away from the idiots.
Everybody make me a perception check. Okay. Isk, and only Isk, you hear some muffled crying coming from these two tents up here.
Does I guess Squid, if anybody's still talking, probably give them being quiet hand signals. Is everyone by the tent now?
The rest
Nala
of them,
is.
yeah, Nala, Matthias, and you had collected the papers and started walking, and then you heard that noise.
There are still people in the camp.
Where?
Isk will point toward the tents in the top left corner.
Do you have Corey, Noah? I'll go check it out.
So you approach.
Yep.
Well, I mean, they're tents, they're closed. As you start getting closer, you hear the muffled sobbing.
And I go up to the tent that was pointed out and open it up and look inside.
So you open it up. Do you have dark vision? I can't remember.
Yep.
Okay. You open it up, you don't have to worry about adjusting your eyes. It looks black and white a little bit because there's no light source in here, but you see inside a small, what looks to be young female girl. Redundancy is great. Just sitting there crying in the corner. You see chains on her right ankle. And as you open the tent, she kind of looks up at you and like backs away quickly, trying to get out away from you.
What? Are you okay, little one?
She just has this shocked look of like, who? What? No, I want to go home.
Alright, let's see if we can't find a way to get you out of those chains so we can get you home. Do they normally keep a key somewhere around here?
No. They locked me up and said that they didn't need to use a key. I think. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
Can I, is it okay if I take a look at it real quick?
You won't hurt me, will you?
Of course not.
Okay. She tenses up if you approach.
I'll leave my sword and shield at the front of the tent and walk up.
Okay. She will start to relax a little bit at that, but still, you can see as you approach her, you can see bruises all over her body. Her clothing are in tatters, but still barely decent. As you look at the chains on her leg, there is a big iron clasp around the ankle that goes to chain links that go to a steel pike in the ground, which to her, you don't think she could pull out, but you might.
I'll try and pull it out then.
Give her strength. Oh, yeah. You're just like, got it. And she just like, oh, thank God, and just jumps at you.
Yeah. Pick her up and walk out of the tent.
My friend, Amy.
Where
Can
is
you?
she?
She's in the tent over next door.
All right, let's go.
So you all see Matthias exit the tent with a young girl in his arms.
Walk over to the next tent, open it up.
And then he disappears in the next tent with the young girl still in his arms. Again, almost the exact same picture. You see a young girl, looks to have more elvish features on this one, probably a half elf. She's a little thinner than her friend. Same thing. She's like very distraught, but when she sees the one in your arms, she gets a little better. She's like, "Are we saved?"
Yeah, we're getting you out of here.
Oh, thank Bahamut.
And
Same thing. Chained to
Same
the
thing.
ground, spike in the ground.
pull the spike out.
Give me a strength check. You put the other girl down first.
Yes.
Okay. Or are you going to flex a little bit? Yep, easy. Not a little harder this time. You think it got somebody pounded it in a little better, but you get it pulled out. And she, again, same thing. She's like, "Oh, thank God," and leaps at you, and then is like, "I don't want to squish. Fuck it."
All right, guess I'm walking out with a girl in each arm.
So Matthias walks out with two girls in his arms.
Or were there anybody else in any tents that you know of?
No, it was just us two. Thankfully, they said they were going to try and get more.
Where are you? Where were you from? Where are your parents?
We live in Volcarn. Our parents are probably. I mean, I don't. Amy said her parents passed through, so they don't live there, and she isn't sure if they're still there, but mine do.
Well, can at least get you back there then.
She kind of gives Amy a hopeful look, and Amy just like, yeah, maybe.
So I'll walk over to everybody else with the two girls. Pick up my sword and shield on the way back. Probably real awkwardly with those two.
Very difficult, but you manage.
No.
Dun,
Seems-
dun,
You guys
Seems
wouldn't happen to have anything to eat, would you?
Yeah, got some rations, but we should probably get out of this camp before we do too much.
Oh, okay. Did you kill them all?
Don't need to worry about that. They won't be bothering you anymore.
Okay. What's your name? I'm Caitlin.
My name's Matthias.
Thank you, Matthias. And Amy's chirps up. Thank you, Matthias.
You're welcome.
Shin, you must be bored by now.
what's taking them so long.
All right.
We're saving damsels in distress.
Mm-hmm.
Do the rest of you catch up to Shin now that you've collected the young charges?
Yep, think so.
All right. You have probably 30 minutes of sunlight left.
And we're probably still not that far away from camp.
No, you are not far away from camp at all. You can still see it.
I think we should try and put as much distance between that camp as we can. They might all be gone, but feel better camping out further away from there.
Probably should have looked through it more, but I didn't care to at the time.
Yeah, there's a chest. Big tent that wasn't looked at.
We could go back.
We
Isk found stuff for you to look at.
Yeah, Isk would give the papers to Shin, because Isk does not know what any of them say.
Hi. Hello. Oh, just gonna
Hello.
plop those in my. Okay. What am I looking at here?
Looking
So I
at
can
the
just
camp.
imagine this lizard folk walking up to the high elf and just like shoves all the paper in his arms. He's like, thanks.
can't read any of it. Here you go.
So you have a bunch of papers in your arms, and you're like, all right, well, I kind of have to put them down to be able to separate them to then figure out what I'm looking at.
Well, while they're doing that, I'd probably pull out some rations and feed it to the two girls.
Kate then will grab it and start chomping at it, and then pause and look at Amy, feel really guilty, and then break off half of it and give the other half to her. And they'll both eat.
Okay.
So, Shin, you see a map. Again, it's a very crude map of the area, but it's a map of the area nonetheless. You can deduce that with your staggering intellect. You see one path heading towards Volcarn and one path heading towards Amishtown, as they are so clearly labeled on said map. And then both paths have a spot in the middle that says staging point.
So yeah, it's their routing basically.
Yep.
So we have Isk has stumbled upon their routing, which is good for guards to be able to take care of, guys. Can bring this to Volcarn or any major place, and they can root out all of these thieves.
Yep.
Good.
There are 5 other pieces of paper that Isk gave you.
I begin to search through those too after that observation.
Roll me 1d5.
1d5.
We're probably all out of order.
Okay. So the first one you look at, my dearest love, oh, how I wish to be in your arms, from sunlight to moonlight. My honey bunny bear, I enjoy the company of your arms. This one says, Jules, continue disrupting the farming supply train. Not necessary to bother Main City anymore. Bother Main City as much. M.
Oh fuck, these could be coded. I have to read those. If those actually have more content in them, you can definitely DM that to me later.
I get to hit on your husband, Malaria.
I don't know
Slide
how
into
I
those
feel about
DMs.
this. Slide out, slide out.
So I won't actually do that because what you'll find out eventually is 4 of those papers what seem to be love letters to somebody in particular, and one of them will actually state your dearest darling Jules. After that, you're not really sure what the context is, but at the you're really just like, these are love letters to somebody. I really don't want to read them, but they could be encoded. That's true.
I will force myself to read through them if I have already dictated that they might be coded at this point.
I, as a GM, will not be writing anything out because they are not encoded, but I will allow your character to think that they are.
I, as a player playing a character who has this fantasy already of being this super stealthy, sleuthy guy, is continuing along with this for the fun of it at this point.
Of course. Of course. What do the rest of you do now that you realize you have basically no sun left? You can either camp here or continue on.
I would
I-
say. Go ahead.
No, it's you.
I would say if we're not too tired, then continue until basically exhaustion becomes too much.
With what we've got here, I don't think we want to go that far away from the camp, and if there was something to those letters and there might be more in that chest that we missed, then maybe we want to go back and check that out in the morning. So maybe go in like another half hour or so and camp there. And that way, at least out of sight of the camp, and can go back if we need to in the morning.
And what about Corey?
She's a husk.
Goldie looks at Shin and is like, rude.
But true.
It's not nice, Uncle Shin.
It's alright, she didn't hear it.
I heard it, and I'm going to tell her.
Then it'll give us something to argue about later. And I wink at Goldie.
Goldie has this look of like, I don't know how to feel about that.
Well, Isk is in favor of the plan to go back and double check. So, camping not too far away is a good idea.
Yeah, because if there is anything more in that camp that might tell us what this thing is, that might be able to get Corey back.
I'm not gonna fight it.
He seemed to be surprised at what his own spell did, so I would imagine it was not his idea.
And with these two little ones being locked up like they were, I don't think they'd be able to travel too far at once.
No, we can go as far as you need us to. We promise.
Well, other thing is, what are we actually wanting to get back out of that camp?
There's a chest in the main tent that presumably belonged to the guy who was gonna be the boss before he cast the crystal spell. And there's also a collapsed part of the tent that wasn't looked in.
Okay.
Which I think
I
all
guess
belong to that guy.
there are other things we could search for there as well.
Mhm.
We aren't too far away from the place as it is. I also can't guarantee that it hasn't been ransacked or won't be ransacked in the night by others that are along this route already, since that is a staging area. So we can check it out in the morning. I just hold little hope of what might actually still be there.
Yeah. Guess it is now or
I also
possibly
don't
never.
believe that all of us need to check it out.
We
Yeah,
could. I
especially
could.
since not all of us can see in the dark.
I could. We could get camp going, and I could stay and guard the husk, as Shin stated, and the two girls.
No,
Well,
rude.
I thought her name was Tori.
See, Isk gets it. Thank you, Auntie Isk, Uncle Isk. Not sure.
Do not know what an uncle or an aunt is.
well, that's a thing. So I only need to trans. I could probably go back and check things out, as it were. Anyways. Uh, yeah. MPT and I can go do that. It's not very far away, and we can see in the dark. And I've got most of my stuff ready in case things happen. So, bye again, guys. I start
All right.
walking back towards the camp.
So we're gonna take a break there. It's 11 o'clock. Are we good to continue?
I'm good. How are you feeling, Lyria?
They will probably have to go to bed soonish.
What's considered soonish?
Like if there's some more wrap up things we can do, I can probably do that, but otherwise I would say save it for next time.
This was basically the major point of the game session. Everything else after this is going to be kind of minor. Let me rephrase, not so much minor, but everything's going to keep tumbling into the next option. So there isn't going to be another major point that you need to reach to. So if you want to call it here, we can call it here.
It'd
This
be less for Bex to watch.
True.
this feels like a good stopping point.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, there you have it.
Now we know there's more going on to the bandits.
Yep.
Bunch of dastardly.
Oh, we
folk.
knew there was going to be more.
Silent keep getting with his ideas.
Of course. I have it all planned. Especially that guy that you've left at that town that he said to only go out for a day. And it's been about 3 now.
Hmm. Oh, we did know the risk going into that.
He was in the hands of the law. It's totally fine.
It's all going according to plan.
Not really, but I'll go
Keikaku
with
would be
that.
happy.
There's a lot of cake.
Well, a couple
No.
bandits did get away, but
It's true.
Well, was facing that bunch of mooks by myself.
Yeah.
That is also true. I'll be honest, I was a little worried making this group because I was like, I know they're low level, but that's 20 of them. And then as things kind of ran at their course, I was like, never mind, because it's not 20 of them at the same time. So I guess that's just going to be happening.
it's like movie rules if they each come at you one at a time.
Even the freaking Otug I sent at you guys, you almost obliterated in one turn. I was like, okay.
It's okay, we don't have to know how much HP you give anything, so if you need to like retool it, you can do it like behind the scene.
But
So
that
what
last
did we
bandit died in one hit, and this one has over 30 HP.
what was the big thing
it's an
out of game?
Otug, Atyugh.
What the heck is that?
It's an aberration. It's a chaotic creature. It's a challenge rating 5, but its biggest thing is if it catches something in its tentacles, it can start throwing it against other creatures, and you're considered grappled. But
Oh,
one,
shit.
you're the one that stepped up to it first and started beating it down. So it's like, well, fuck you. But then you're a large creature, and I can't grapple you. And then, well, even if I could hit you, so it was not going very well. And I played the Ice Storm not the correct way, but that's all right. It did what it needed to do. It added
Yeah.
flavor.
When you're keeping track of over 20 things, you're gonna lose track of your
Yep.
big bad among the mix, and it's gonna
Yep.
suck because it's like, man, this was so much more threatening in my head, and then it just kind of flopped.
Yep. This does gives me a nice insight as to how it feels to be on the other end. And you can be really good at keeping track of a lot of things, but 20 people is 20 people. That's a lot.
That's a lot to keep track of.
Especially on a board where some of these guys blend in, and then you're like, oh, there were guys there that I totally forgot about.
They were in a stupor.
Indeed.
We did sort of sneak in.
Yeah. You
Matthias
kept
didn't.
killing people sneakily, and they couldn't roll for ass to figure out what was going on until you wanted them to, which is when Matthias was walking away. They're like, hey, that guy. And you're like, that's exactly what we need you to do. So perfect.
I killed a guy with a twig.
Oh my God, I forgot about this guy.
What, there was another guy?
Yeah, he was on the wall. I totally forgot about him.
Oh yeah, that's the
We
one
can
that
just say that
saw
he
me,
snuck
right?
away. He snuck away.
Yeah, he saw that shit train coming in real quick and was like, I'm just gonna lay low. Nobody's gonna see me, and when they leave, I'm out of here. See ya. All right, so we'll just put that.
That's funny.
And now I got my next story arc. One guy gets away and comes back for his revenge.
This guy's gonna keep tailing us like the whole game.
You killed my mentor.
We're gonna be like, who are you?
I will never forgive you. How dare you? Rude. It happened like 5 months ago, but still.
Wonder if it'll be kind of like Davik's gang.
Funny part is, Isk really would just go, "Who are you?"
All you humans look alike, anyways.
Were you that random nuke
Racist.
that hit?
So I guess the question is going to be, who's going to let Bex know first?
That we killed our character.